Throwback Thursday with Covino and Rich.
Hi, my name is... What? My name is... Are you telling me you built a time machine? Kind of a DeLorean?
Throwback Thursday. What's the problem? Yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it.
I don't even own a gun, let alone many guns that would necessitate an entire rack.
Throwback Thursday.
I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air.
Bueller.
What are you? I'm Batman.
Ned Ryerson.
Two in the box. Ready to go. We be fast and they be slow.
It's Throwback Thursday with Covino and Rich.
He's laughing at us right on the radio. He's laughing at us.
No, it's me laughing, dickhead. We won.
All right. They won too, man.
That's not what I heard.
Well, we did. We got gesture.
No. Below the hard deck does not count.
Hard deck my ass. We nailed that son of a bitch.
You guys really are cowboys.
What's your problem, Kazansky? You're everyone's problem. That's because every time you go up in the air, you're unsafe. I don't like you because you're dangerous.
That's right. Nice, man. I am dangerous.
Maverick, you and Goose get your butts out of that flight gear and up to Viper's office now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't mind if I do.
Covino and Rich.
Are you ready? Honestly, how do I deal with you every day?
You heard all about it on the radio.
Whoa! Yeah!
Holy mother nugget! And holy mother meatball!
I'm the smartest man alive! You're so ridiculous. What? You're such a fool. Get out of here.
Oh, I'm a disc jockey.
What's a disc jockey?
Turn it up. We're doing the show. Here we go. Covino and Rich.
Let's go!
All right. Throwback Thursday.
What's up, Keita? Orale. We throwing it back. Top Gun. What year was that? 86?
86.
86. I get confused because the Konami Nintendo game came out in 87.
Son, your
mixed 'em up.
ego is writing checks your body can't cash.
Oh, thank you.
Tonight. I'm
naming my first son Maverick.
Gonna watch it tonight. I was gonna watch it last night, but you know that feeling of like, I'm not gonna make it through the whole movie because I'm tired?
Yeah, I feel that way all the time. I'm gonna name my first son Iceman. I think I'm
a good one,
that's
too.
a better one, right?
Yeah.
Let's rock out. Let's go.
Available on Amazon Prime for cash. So you could get a good Top Gun original experience.
Did you say Experience?
I did get that experience.
I mean, we have to point out the obvious elephant
Son,
in the
your
room.
ego is writing checks your body can't cash.
Oh, good
Thank
one.
you. Throwback Thursday. That is Rich's shirt, everybody.
Yes.
Rich's shirt. Virtue and Valor. That's an old school Covino and Rich reference
Should I
from
pop the collar?
the early 2000s.
Pop
Please
the collar
do.
and,
Please do.
Take a look at the back.
Are you kidding me? You know what that symbolizes.
Virtue and valor. Man, that shirt's been through something.
Virtue.
That shirt's seen some shit.
That shirt has seen some shit.
Yeah, it has. It's seen some shit.
It's faded.
Sarah saw me. Thank you, Vic.
In the early 2000s.
I put this on this morning, and Sarah's like, "What are you wearing?"
What do you mean? What
I
are
was
you
like,
wearing?
What am I wearing? This is the Virtue and Valor polo shirt.
It says Virtue and Valor.
It's made
Right here.
so many appearances throughout the years.
This is a shirt that, well, I made the decision that what's the point of holding these old shirts as the joke if I don't wear them on a Throwback Thursday on our podcast, which has a video stream?
Exactly.
So every Thursday I break out some throwback shit. I was going to wear my peanut butter jelly knife shirt, and then I was like, nah. Then I was going to wear my Nussy Hunter shirt.
Oh, that's a
And I was
classic.
like, nah. And I said, you know what?
Can't believe we had a shirt. A Nussy Hunter shirt.
Virtue Valor polo shirt.
It was a silhouette of a woman with a target over her, and it said Nussy Hunter.
That was a good one.
Oh, yeah.
I wore it when
Was
Seth Rogen. Yeah, find it. Look up Seth Rogen
Was
in our
it?
gallery. Yeah. Because I remember wearing it. I remember Seth Rogen saying something about it. He's like, Nussy Hunter? What's that? I'm like,
My favorite thing about
I mean,
these old school shirts is that it's hard to believe I've had these for 20 years. And by the way, good memory. How the hell
Because I remember questioning. Because, he's kind of like...
Oh, it's Nussy Hunter.
Yeah, I don't know.
What the fuck is Rich wear? What does your shirt say? One life?
I mean, that's truth.
That's true.
What
You know
that
what? We
is.
only got one life.
You look like Jimmy in that photo. Doesn't he have like Jimmy posture?
My brother?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look like your brother in that picture.
Hey, you know what? It's interesting.
Yes,
I
it is
wear
interesting.
a Virtue Valor polo shirt back in the day, and I just can't imagine wearing a polo shirt now. There's certain looks that, like, some guys pull things off, like a short sleeve button down. I feel like I can never wear it. It doesn't look right on me. I feel like polo shirts don't look right on
You
me.
also think that you can't wear a hat.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have a couple polos.
I do
Still.
too. I rock them once
You
in a while.
just got to be more fitted. You just
It's not the fitted part spot. I just think certain things.
No, because you're thinking of like those boxy old navy polos that I used to wear.
No,
Now
but
you just
I'm
need something that cuts a little bit
I'm
differently.
just saying, like, the only time I ever wear a short sleeve button down shirt is on a tropical vacation. Any other time, I feel like I look like I'm an accountant or something. I don't know. I just feel like certain things don't look right on me. Maybe it's in my head, but you don't feel that way about anything?
I do. I want to wear like bowling shirts with flames on them, but I feel like I look too Guy Fieri.
Is that what it is? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that.
By the way, Juggalo
What?
from ICP, the Juggalo was his name? From ICP, Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah.
Guy Fieri.
And Steve Harwell.
And Steve Harwell, same guy.
Yeah.
It's all the same guy. You never seen him in the same room?
Never. Same guy.
But
Never
I know
seen him in the same
The
room.
guy from Smash Mouth.
Covino,
Same guy.
I know, by the way, who retired because he was pretty fucked up. You saw that?
Yeah.
Like a year ago?
He had a performance at like some fair.
And he told everyone, like,
And it
fuck
was
off. And he's like, I'm done. I'm never doing this again. And he stuck with it.
Good for him.
Well, thank you for being here, Throwback Thursday. I'm wearing a super rare shirt of Superman fighting Muhammad Ali.
Who wins?
And there's a backstory to this that I didn't know. Someone pointed it out last time. There was an actual comic where they put Kryptonite in the ring to make it an even fight. I think Ali wins in
Really?
the comic. Yeah,
That was pretty cool.
I'm not sure, but it's an old Throwback Thursday. Thank you, Zach Lapari.
Hold
Thank
on.
you, guys.
You know what you got to wonder to yourself?
Yeah, Violent J.
If you lived in a different
Hold on.
world, if you were not radio, TV guy over the last 10, 20 years of your life, what if you were office guy? Would you have been polo shirt guy? Because that's sort of business casual. That sort of passes. Like, there's companies where there's guys that are like, yeah, I rock polo shirts because it's the most dressed down I could be at work.
I mean, I'm not allergic to them the way you are. I have like 4 or 5 of them. I'll wear them every once in a blue moon.
Can I show you a series of photos that just cracked me up?
Please, Throwback Thursday. It's my favorite thing to do.
Here's a series of photos that I just came across that cracked me up. And go.
I remember that girl.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh,
wait a minute.
wait. There's more.
What is on Covino's?
By the way, look at her hand. By the way, go look at her hand. Right on Rich's
Right
junk.
on Rich's thigh. Look at Rich's face.
Yeah, what a
wait.
creep.
I don't even know who that girl is.
Look at Rich's face. Now, then there's
Why is she
this-
dressed up like a jungle woman?
And now it's around. Wait, and now the wrap is around Covino's neck.
I think we made a rule where like you had to wear a jungle outfit to be on the show.
And then,
Who
And now Covino's.
is that?
What is going on?
Who on earth is that?
Oh,
Is she like a 45-year-old mom right now? Is that? Well,
Yeah, probably.
And then totally unrelated. This photo always made me laugh.
The girl on the Frau on the
On the right.
on the right.
Who are those women?
That's that girl you hooked up with, Rich.
That is not true.
Didn't she play volleyball?
Nope.
Yes. She was on Ben Stiller's team.
Oh man.
Frau. No, wait.
Thank you guys. Some Throwback
thank you
Thursday
for-
photos, which all live online at flickr.com/Covino and Rich.
I was just looking for an OG Virtue Valor pick.
Or
Did you
just go
find
to
one? No, it's a tough
CovinoandRich.com.
find.
No, it's I just need to go through the right gallery. I'm sure it's there.
A lot of people hitting us up saying they're wearing polo shirts now because that is the ultimate dude wardrobe
there you
in a business casual environment. So,
Yeah, I
like when
don't
I go to
mind it.
Texas,
There he is.
when I go to Texas, look at that.
Look how
Virtue
vibrant
Valor.
it was.
Right? That's why I wanted to bring
It's
it
the
up.
lighting
meant
too.
Rich.
It's the light. It's the lighting. We have like very white, blown out lighting right
Didn't
here.
one of you have fun with the girl on the right? Or did I make that up in my brain?
Say it again. Did one of us have fun with what girl?
The girl all the way to the right.
I don't know
Wait,
who that
the
is.
brunette?
Yeah.
Dang, you know what's
I don't
crazy,
know. I
bro?
don't know.
It's like I remember her, but don't.
I don't. If you told me I met this girl, I wouldn't believe you.
I never met that girl. That's
To be truthfully, I mean, your guess is as good as mine.
Look at the two of you.
Yeah. What? Rocking the same shirt, bro.
I still got that shirt. I think because I liked it. I kept that one, Rich. I should have worn it.
Oh man, I love.
We could have reenacted the photo.
I love photos. Photos are so great.
Yeah, they don't have the same weight though nowadays.
I mean, the shirt's faded, but when I tell you that it's really also the lighting is very light on. The lighting is very white on me.
Here,
mid,
like here,
bro.
so like,
Yeah,
but it's still a little bit.
It's mid.
Well, you know what? In person, it looks a little bit more limey.
That's a mid.
You know what? Maybe I need to work on coloring.
Yeah, we do need to work on coloring.
Well, no, the reason
Get a lighting expert in here.
The reason I have it lighter is because you guys want to look.
Ben and Emmy are working on that right now.
No, you'll look more tan when it's not light spot. Like I like white as fuck right now.
No,
Not that I'm tan, but
meaning the coloring.
Yeah, no.
I could play with the coloring.
But golf shirts and polo shirts are the wardrobe of so many dudes. Not us. Like when I go down to Texas, I feel like a couple of Sarah's buddies, like their husbands. Every time I see them, barbecues or hangs or they're coming from work, Under Armour polo shirts. It's just a lifestyle.
Yimmy wore one. Remember Yimmy?
Yeah, of course I remember Yimmy.
He was like Under Armour. I think he had like a bright orange one.
A bright orange one with a big Under Armour thing.
It's kind of hard to ignore him. Yo, what's up, hermanos?
Is there not a part of you that realizes your whole wardrobe, whether it's awesome or lame, completely is dependent upon your career? Like, honestly, you've never had to be office guy. Neither have I. So
Not
since
true. I was office guy most of my life.
you were office guy for 4 or 5 years,
I mean, it felt like a long time back then.
you haven't been
4
office
years.
guy.
4 years back then.
All right, you're right.
than
4
now.
years and 4 years from 18 to 22 does feel like 20 years
It
now.
was longer than that, bro, because I didn't start full time with you until 27.
Okay. Yeah, but you worked at a radio station, so you weren't office guy.
I was still
like
in
you could
office.
show up,
It was
but
a
you could
fun
show
office,
up. You
but
could
it was
show
still
up.
office environment.
No, that's a radio station,
It's
not
different.
office.
Yeah, you're right. It's different, but
A
it's
radio
still
station, people could show up
office.
in a t-shirt with tattoos and chains and fucking mohawks. You worked at a rock radio station. You think that's
That
an
is
office?
true, but it was very much an office. I worked with sales guys and marketing guys and all these other regular people that worked there. But you're right.
Don't be a contrarian for the hell of it. I mean, like, no one ever told you
I'm just saying
Covino.
I was a desk jockey.
Yeah.
For a long time before I started goofing off with this
I'll
guy.
give you an example. My buddy Nick Malachi, who listens to our show. What's up, Nick? Nick's my guy. I love Nick. Nick is one of the few friends. You know, we talk about how it's like strangers that support and friends don't. Yes. Nick is one of my few friends that also supports, and you know how much that means to me? A lot. So Nick, our buddy Nick Malachi.
The sad part is he actually subscribes for me though. What's
Yeah,
up, Nick? What up, Nick?
So yeah, he loves you. So Malachi, every time I see him, he's an insurance guy, runs insurance shit. And every time I see him rocking the polo shirt, it's the wardrobe of every guy that's business cash.
Business
What is
cash.
that?
Just an old
Who
photo.
is that?
An old photo of someone grabbing your junk.
I always wonder. Yes. No, I'm being serious on a perverted note. I feel like I certainly had a lot of good times in the 2000s and had a lot of fun hookups. And I'm not trying to sound like a sleaze.
Especially the early 2000s.
Spot, let me give me a second. I was gonna say I'm not trying to sound like a scummy guy.
Too late.
The early 2000s.
Thanks, Vic.
It's the deep one.
In the early 2000s.
I don't want to sound like a sleaze, but there's so many girls that you'll show me a picture of, and there's a part of me that's like, why did I not try to hook up with her? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I had a girlfriend a lot of times, but still, like maybe we were just better off being single.
I used to love that shirt. Orlando Jones gave us that shirt. I loved it.
Who's that girl to the left of me?
I don't know.
Like, why did I not say
That girl to the left of you?
Yeah.
Spot and I hung out with her one time.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the girl involved in a story?
No. No stories.
What? Are you just saying that now?
I'm just saying, I remember hanging out with her with Spot because a lot of times we would go out to eat afterward, things like that. But
show me that picture again.
I'll back Rich up.
I don't know where
I'll back Rich up.
I look at some of these girls. I'm like, they weren't 12s, but I was like in my 20s.
We didn't take advantage of our scenario. We really
every
didn't.
day we had different girls on our show because it
Not
was
the way
Maxim.
we could have. No way. Not even close.
No. So if anytime a woman ever says like, "What were you, some type of scumbag back then?" You could say, "Quite the opposite." You could say, "I was a pretty good guy considering what I could have been."
Anyone else in that scenario would have been out of their mind. So again, we're formerly of Maxim Radio, Covino and Rich.
15 years ago.
Long time ago.
A long time ago. Spot, give me one more picture and then we'll get into the beat of the show. But it makes me laugh. It does because these girls, you're right, they came on there and they were fun and flirty and they were like early 20s. We were in our early mid 20s. Like it was a different world. And when I see these pictures, there's no regret. But a lot of times there's like, did I not take advantage of like, hey, let's get a drink? But then I'm like, you know what? I had a girlfriend for years at a time and I guess I was trying to be good. Like, we had these girls on.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
We didn't try to be like, hey, Covino, hey, you girls, we're done in a little bit. Let's go get some
right
drinks.
From my hometown. The one in the middle next to me always wanted to hang.
Yeah.
And I gave her the Heisman every time.
Really?
That's the truth, yeah.
She was friends with that girl that I really liked.
Oh, and the girl to the left of me, Rich, is the bartender from Hawaiian Tropic Zone.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Good old days.
Man, these girls.
Yeah, she's like 45 with 3 kids now.
Yeah. No, it is weird because I do see a lot of them on social media because we became, I guess, Facebook friends early days of Facebook.
I don't know what she's up
No,
to.
and
Actually,
I do see some of them and they're like,
I think she works in like home interior or something like that. Interior design.
home interior.
Home interior.
Pretty sure.
Like, do you remember these girls? I don't remember these girls.
No, but again, Spot, you could take any random picture and there's a very good chance I'm like, why didn't one of us? Oh, wait. All right.
Wait, did you?
I feel like I do remember that girl.
This girl?
What was her name? Does it say on the thing?
No, it doesn't.
I'm looking
I could zoom in on her name.
I remember. No.
Svelte with a capital V.
I
in there.
remember going.
Svelte.
Yeah,
I do remember this. I do remember going to a girl's apartment once in New York City.
Was it the girl on the left?
No.
Look at my polo, bro. That's a
sweet polo.
And,
Cholo polo.
Spot, this girl said to me,
What is?
I'm a little
Cholo polo.
I'm a little under the weather, but you could come over.
Who are these girls?
Oh, they were like an R&B group.
Yeah, they were called.
Look at that girl. She's got her hand on my balls.
I know this girl.
I know that girl too. But anyway,
man.
So I remember going to this girl's apartment once, and she's like, "I'm a little under the weather, but you could come by." And I'm thinking,
by the way, go back one picture. You know who that is? Obama girl.
Oh my God,
isn't it?
Yes,
man. I miss fake tans.
Obama girl.
Fake tans are a thing I loved. I'm with you, Spot. Thin eyebrows, I'm fine with those going away. Girls' eyebrows. When you think of the different patterns of what would change at women.
Amberly Ettinger. Wasn't that her name?
Look at.
But honestly, it was.
This girl put in effort when she came into the studio.
You got to think about what has changed with women's looks. And I'm okay with eyebrows not being pencil thin. I'm okay with different hairstyles and this and that. But I do miss the fake tan. Like, I used to love a glowing tan girl. And now I feel like girls are like, yeah, I'm white as hell.
That's Elkie the Stallion.
Is it?
Yeah, that I always make fun of.
This is the infamous Elkie the Stallion?
Her ass doesn't look as great and grand in that photo.
No, it doesn't.
But that was a giant butt back then.
Look at Rich.
That's Elkie the Stallion. Still make that reference.
Oh my God.
I pictured something much different.
That's when I was on the track team. I remember that day. You want to know why? It was Earth Day.
Sony,
Rich and I were both wearing green because it was Earth Day. I remember that.
How do you remember that?
Because I remember making a Girth Day
look,
joke.
your man bag.
There's my man bag.
Yeah. Well,
that's Christine.
No, that's
Pistone.
Svetlana. No, who's that?
Christine Pistone.
Oh man,
I remember her.
Look at that hair.
Because she was friends with us for a minute. Look at that.
Look at
wow.
It's great hair. What do you want me to tell you? What do you want me to tell you?
All right, continue. Sorry. I could do this all day.
Yeah, old photos are hilarious. They really
spray
are.
tans. Oh, I want them to come back so bad. I was such a big spray tan fan.
Where did
I feel
they
like
go?
a girl. What?
Where did they go?
I don't know, but you don't know that girls are like very like you're like they're very girls are whiter now. Every white girl was like glowing bronzy fake tan. Now girls are like, I'll just be white. I don't like tortilla white. It's not my thing.
I have a question. Why did you guys try and maintain relationships during this period of your life?
Because I liked my girlfriend. I did.
Because I liked my girlfriend. That's a good answer.
I really did. It's just I was in a tough scenario.
Because then you'd be like, well, all right, for instance, the girl Covino was dating was better looking than the girls you're showing us here. It just, from a single 20-year-old guy perspective, it would have been nice to have a little more rando fun. But you were like torn. You're like, I have a fucking beautiful girlfriend who's better than these girls probably. But man, it would have been a good adventure. No? That's what I think, at least. Anyway, when you think back to the 2000s on a Throwback Thursday,
I think of that shirt.
I think of this shirt, and the end. Ta-da! Thanks for the trip down memory lane, Spot. I appreciate the photos.
Memory lane, bro.
Good stuff.
Memory lane.
Good stuff, bro. Good stuff.
Good one.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Again, Flickr, FLICKR.com/Covino and Rich. Lots of fun stuff there.
Memory lane.
Or just go to CovinoandRich.com. You could shop our store. You could see old pictures. You could listen to Tickle Sack if you have our password. I'll give you a hint. It's what we used to call our listeners.
Why would you get that away?
I mean, it's not that hard to figure out. So anyway, thank you for being here on the Covino and Rich show. I got a message from my dad last night, Rich.
Let's hear the message from...
He caught the bug, the rage of 2022.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he did.
Big Steve. Monk.
Hearing about everybody talking about Top Gun, Maverick or whatever it is. I just watched Top Gun. Pretty good. About 2 hours. Just watched it. Pretty good. Now I want to see the new movie.
See? Everyone's falling into the trap,
writing
man.
checks your body can't cash.
Yep.
My dad, I'm sure he had seen parts of it because it's hard to not have seen parts of the movie, but never the whole thing, I think, until last night. And
I feel that
I liked it a lot.
I feel that way, sort of. I know I've seen Top Gun, but it's not a movie where I could recite every scene the way I could do with
you know
other
what part
movies.
I could recite? You don't close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips, and there's no tenderness like before in your fingertips. You're trying hard not to show it, baby. But baby, see, I can sing that part. Baby, I know. I mean, I know the parts, but it's been a long time since I've been in the danger zone.
Yeah.
So maybe gonna see it this weekend with Rich. We'll keep you posted. It's the 2022 Top Gun rage.
And it's a rage.
That's all you need to hear.
Yeah. Wow. Just that bass line gets me fired up. And it's interesting because it's not really a bass. It's like really a piano.
It's synth
but-
bass.
Yo, that guy you like on TikTok should totally reenact the making of it.
Oh, I love that guy.
Well, thank you, Bill Jackson.
Willie
Thank you,
J.
Victor. Thank you, Damien. Thank you for being here.
That's all you need.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you,
So,
Larry.
Sports, entertainment, life. Hope you enjoyed your Wednesday night. It's an NBA Finals Thursday. Celtics at the Warriors tonight. Something to look forward to. Hope you're enjoying your Stranger Things. I am. That shit's scary, dude. But in a fun way. But it's scary when you're alone. Like extra, like you're hearing, hello? Hello? Anybody out there? Out there? Like you're hearing noises because you're getting creeped out a little bit. You're letting that evil like vibe into your house. So I watched some Stranger Things. Obi-Wan is great so far, but didn't do much yesterday. Honestly, the days are slipping away, man, like faster than ever. I do want to make a public apology. I'm going to do it behind the velvet rope tonight.
Okay.
It's been a minute for me, but honestly, with the extra work and the way I'm balancing my schedule right now, when I'm mentally ready, I'm like, it's too late. And I just keep pushing it off because I feel like my days are just flying by me with the gym and the extra work and driving Melody around. Remember, I'm her full-time, part-time chauffeur. So that's my excuse. It's not a good reason, or maybe that's my reason, not a good excuse. So I'll get on that. But thank you guys again for your patience and for your subscriptions this June. Hope you had a great Wednesday. Let's have a kick-ass Thursday.
It's
Nice.
June.
Let's throw it back.
Nice.
But really, man, the days are just flying by.
No, no doubt. The days are long.
No, my days
The
are
nights
short.
are so sad.
My days are short.
I'm excited. I'm excited about going to check out Top Gun. I just I don't know if I have to go roll solo because it seems like you're non-committal and you need to book tickets.
Pride Month, everybody.
Oh, yeah, where's my little pride flag?
So enjoy your Pride Month. Hope you're enjoying your week. We've had a fun week. And we're debating maybe doing a show tomorrow. We'll let you know by the end of the show.
Yeah.
So thank you for being here, Covino and Rich.
Are you going to have an epiphany mid-show?
Yeah.
Well, we got to think about it.
Covino and Rich.
Right. So I imagine you would want to discuss it after the show and not just in the middle of the show. Be like, yeah, I want to do a show.
Wait, no, he said we're going to think about it.
No, he said we'll let you know by the end of the show.
Yeah, maybe he'll have an epiphany. Maybe he'll feel like I got more to do. I got more to say.
I mean, there's always more to say.
But I'll go see Top Gun. I just don't like going during the day. I feel like this is a waste of a beautiful day.
I said Sunday night after Fox.
Then
what day? If you don't want to go during the day and you don't want to go at night, when do you want to go?
After Fox, I like decompress and my head is sizzling.
Yeah.
Do you mean like sitting in a nice comfy chair with popcorn and a drink?
Yeah, but you want to be like engaged.
I'm just gonna take about myself because
Right.
you're never gonna say you're never gonna say yes to this. So
you don't understand the amount of brain power it takes me to do that. Then to sit through a 2-hour movie, I don't know if I got it in me. Either way.
I mean, to me,
What if you timed it right where you went to the theater, let's say at like 6 o'clock, and then when you came out, it was dark. So you have that experience, but you're not going so late.
I'm okay with it.
Maybe like a Saturday afternoon.
I'm okay with that.
Matinee.
So thank you for being here. We talked family this week. We talked sports. We talked nonsense. If you missed anything, be sure to catch up. Patreon.com/Covino and Rich. We should make a rule.
Yeah.
There's a guy who I really like. His name is Chris White Sox. I don't know if that's a German name or something, but White Sox. I don't know. He's a nice guy though.
Yeah.
What?
He lost like 100 pounds.
Yeah, one of our listeners.
He showed
I think you were part of the motivation.
I was motivated.
He showed a before and after picture recently.
That's why
I gotta find it because this guy, like,
when you yell at me for my Daily Swole,
yeah,
you're depriving people of, like Chris White Sox, the motivation to lose 100 pounds.
You're the sole reason, you think?
Yeah. He cites me as his
inspiration. But I'm sure he needed to do it for himself.
Of course.
Nah, he did it solely for Spot.
For Spot. So anyway, he's a listener just like you. Subscriber.
I found the picture.
I don't believe we've ever met in person.
No.
Because I usually remember that. Not always.
Maybe you did, but he lost all the weight, so you don't recognize him.
Either way, this dude is infamous, I think, especially lately.
That's more than famous.
For bringing up shit that's like we talked about a year and a half ago.
Here he is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This guy's great.
Oh, yeah. Look at that, man. That's
Look at that.
before and after.
I mean, that shirt.
It's like you and your Virtue Valor shirt.
My goodness.
Meaning it's equally faded.
Yeah, before and after. This guy's a good dude. Always hits us up.
Yeah. Well, that's the difference, right? He's very supportive. He talks a lot of shit. That's the difference between shit talk.
He's good at it.
Yeah, he's good. Like, it's funny. And just being a jerk. There's a difference. I don't mind shit talk. He talks a lot of shit. He does. But all in support, all in fun, that's fine. Either way, he's infamous for posting shit, but like out of context of things we discussed 9 months ago.
He posted something yesterday. I'm like, what is that? He goes, don't worry. It was radio gold. I go, what is he talking about?
And it goes with something you said the other day. Like someone that just talks to you about shit that happened like years ago as if it's happening now, just because they're late to the party, it's not fair to the person who's like, why are you talking about this now? I think there's got to be a rule, or like you got to preface this with an apology, some sort of like warning. Like you got to...
I love the fact that he's catching up because he says he falls behind and then he'll catch up on a bunch of shows at once. So what he'll do is he'll be like, Covino, I totally disagree with you, bro, on your stance on,
but with zero context.
Dogs.
Like, what are you talking about?
And you're like, my stance on, what was my stance on dogs?
Oh, he did that. He actually said that. He goes, if you don't think that, people who don't think you could take the dog to a store could go kick rocks or something like that. I'm like, we talked about that like 9 months ago. But he's just catching up, which is great. I do love that. There's no question about that. There's no time limit on when you could listen to our shows. But to present a conversation with zero context when you're way late on it, to me is a social crime. It's like talking about Breaking Bad in like random conversations. It's like, yeah, that was a cool conversation like 10 years ago.
You know what he yelled at me for
There has
yesterday?
to be a disclaimer spot.
He's like, can you guys please stop singing that Ryan Reynolds, Will Ferrell song?
How long ago does that
I
feel
could be
like?
blue, I could be brown, I could be violet sky, I could be
such a
purple,
great
I could be
example.
hurtful, I could be anything you like.
And you're like,
I could
what
be
is he
brown, I
talking
could be
about?
blue, I could be violet sky.
You're like, oh, that song we talked about 10 months ago.
I could be blue, I could be
Like,
violet.
we moved on from that shit so long ago. Like Will Hart, Covino and Rich, infamous. There's that word again. For harping on shit until we're sick of it and then we forget about it. Like totally forget about
In
it.
6
And
months
we
from
move
now,
on to something else.
in 6 months from now, he's gonna be like, "Yo, you guys really love Top Gun, huh?"
Yeah. And that's fine. Again, I love that people are catching up and they listen on their own pace. That's beautiful. But in real life, right? You're hanging out, you're at the barber shop or whatever, and some dude's talking to you about True Blood just because they discovered it. Or Dexter. They're like, yo, man, the season with John Lithgow. Right? Am I right? I'm like, no, you're wrong. Because that shit was something you should have been talking about 15 years ago. I'm not saying you're not allowed to talk about it, but you can't so matter-of-factly bring it up and expect me to be on your page.
Yeah, this guy's
You know
still
what I mean?
talking about
Like,
COVID when we're talking about
disclaimer.
monkeypox, right?
Yes, we're on to monkeypox, man. I'm on to the next, like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
All right, old reference. All right, but I'm bringing it forward. So here's my rule. Disclaimer. Like, acknowledge that
You can
you're
do it.
wrong. Yeah, you could do it, but like, hey, I know I'm wrong. Or hey, just a warning, I'm flashing it back. Hey, here's a disclaimer. I'm way late to the party. Like, give it some context to at least acknowledge that I know I'm the only guy that cares about this right now because everyone else is past this. You have to do that.
I think it's totally fine
'Cause it's so weird.
to reference something if you're behind on a show, but you got to be like, yo, guys, I'm way behind. Do you remember blank?
Yes.
You can't just be like,
out of context, you're like, what is this dude talking about? And that was so long ago. Dude, honestly, that's like me talking current day about trying to think of like a show that was big in the early stages of our career.
yo, did you guys watch The Night Before on HBO? Like, I don't know, something that like you've been watching years. Yo, True
Was that
Detective,
David?
bro. True Detective?
True Detective, man.
Yo, True Detective.
Yo, I was watching True Detective.
Come on.
It's very odd. It's odd placement and it
By
stands
the way,
out.
Daniel Javier Fitz, high five to you. He goes, man, I really hope Spot's heart surgery goes well.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're way late. And again, is it like an okay conversation?
Guys, no.
The answer is yes. I want to make this very clear. You're allowed to talk. We are nostalgic every Thursday. We reminisce all the time.
course, but-
you have to set it up with
Hold on
some
one second.
sort of like, I
just
know
hit me
I'm
up.
late.
He just hit me up. He wanted to send his condolences for Harambe.
There you go. See, that's what I
See,
mean.
that's-
Does he know about Dicks Out for Harambe?
Like when you're late to the party and you don't acknowledge it, it just makes you look like you don't realize it. When I know you realize it. So thank you, Chris White Sox, for being notoriously late to the party. That's great. And I love that you rehash these old conversations that we forgot about.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do. But in real life especially, it needs an explanation.
Yeah,
A disclaimer.
I think it's funny though. It cracks me up because he'll be like, yo, I'm totally on Team Rich when Covino said this shit. I'm like, when did Covino say that shit? And I'm thinking, months ago?
He does it all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. I mean, what are you talking about? Breaking Bad's a great example, though, right? Because it's never too late for Breaking Bad. It's never too late. It's a great show. One of the greatest. But you can't
Rich.
just come up to me and be like, yo, man, that episode, right? Am I right? And you're like, wait,
Rich,
what?
listening now, totally Team Rich. If I won millions of dollars, I would help my friends and family too. Covino's a cheapskate. That was a conversation we had when the Mega Millions or Powerball was like $1 billion, what, like 4 months ago or something?
But that shit happens in real life a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like, hold on. What are we talking about again? So anyway, disclaimer, warning, a little bit of setup.
Oh, 774 wanted to congratulate you on the birth of your first daughter.
Oh,
What did
yes.
you
yes.
end up naming? What did you end up naming? her?
Emmy. Her name, yeah.
Oh,
Emmy,
her
yeah.
name's Emmy. That's cool.
That's funny as hell, man.
No, I think he did, or someone did hit me up recently, like, yo, man, I hope the hair is coming back and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm already off that. I'm off that now. And I know it doesn't seem maybe that long ago.
He saw a current episode. He's like, it looks like it's going away.
But it's like the COVID thing happened. That was in October, man. You know, so
He also hit us up to see how we're settling into LA. Like how.
anyway, he's a
That
good
was the
guy.
road trip.
He's a good guy. But I'm using
but
his as an example.
it's
But I
just-
see a lot in
No, but
life.
yeah,
'Cause people, that's just how the world works. People watch things when they want. You know, there's certain things I'm getting around to. My dad just watched Top Gun.
Oh, great example. Yesterday, I started by saying, I know this show is by no means new, but I caught up on all the comedians in cars getting coffee and
He did.
yeah. I was like, bro, I know
There's
it's
no problem with that.
But I said,
He said it.
I said, you know what? I saw
Okay, now
Letterman.
hold on. Do that same conversation, Rich, without the setup.
And it's like, yo, comedians in cars with Seinfeld,
You
bro.
know what it sounds like? It's like, why
What
are you talking about that now?
Yeah.
Where's the context behind that? Why? There's no relevance to that conversation unless you set it up with a disclaimer. It just sounds odd and out of place.
But
It's
if you
like,
say-
you realize it's June 2nd, 2022, right?
It's June.
But when I said, hey, I watched the new Norm special, got me emotional.
Yeah,
Then I saw the episode of him and Jerry on Comedians in Cars, and it got me watching all these old comedians in cars. That is an explanation. And by the way, thank you, Brett. He congratulated us on the SNY gig.
Oh, thank you.
Cool.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Brett.
brother.
Appreciate that.
Wait till you see my new segment.
Oh, yeah. It's called Game Time, right?
Yeah, I have a whole thing.
It's great.
Great.
Vic in Toronto said that my hair came back darker than ever. Isn't that crazy how like my hair came back and it's like extra full and
That's
black?
really weird.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
So weird.
It's like when people come out of a coma and they speak a different language.
It's very-
my hair came back and it's like it's
uh,
that of a young Desi Arnaz.
My daughter, you
amazing.
know what Emmy said to me yesterday? She said, Dad, I don't want your, because she was talking about getting older, how she wants, I want to be a grown up. I'm like, you don't want to be a grown up, buddy. I'm like, you want to be a kid as long as you can. Being a kid's awesome. You get to play and have ice cream and be silly. I'm like, you don't want to be an adult. Take your time.
She's
And
like, but Dad, I see you have ice cream every day.
she's like, enjoy. I was like, enjoy being a little kid, right? And she goes, well, I be a grown up. I'm like, yeah, you'll be a grown up. But I'm like, I don't want you to be a grown up yet, because when you're a grown up, that means I'm going to be old. And she's like, how old? I go, old, like, you know,
like Rip Van Winkle old.
She's like, well, Dad, I don't want you to have gray or white hair like Pawpaw. So I said, well, Dad's eventually gonna get gray hair. She goes, no, make your hair black always. So I might have to be like Covino. Emmy's if I start going more gray, Emmy still wants me to touch
Melody
up.
didn't want me to take my earrings out. She's like, no, why would you do that?
No, Dad, I want you to have black hair, she said. So I was like, all right, whatever you want, baby.
You don't want to see your kids don't want you to get old.
I know that's what Sarah said. Sarah said that's Emmy doesn't want you to change. You're her.
Yeah.
You know, she wants Dad forever in this form. I go, yeah, I guess so.
What's up, Spot? I feel like you have something to say.
A couple people still catching up. Maddie in PA says this Layla chick sounds pretty chill. It's catching up.
Cubs fan. Just when I thought Cubs fan
things are
couldn't
okay.
get any worse, he says, "I hope Covino's marriage is going strong," and totally redeems himself.
Shane in Utah said, where's Tata been? Let's see. Oh,
I love
this is a good one. Jamie in Boston. He's chastising us. He says, you guys are assholes. This guy's just living his life and enjoying the show, and you're going to give him shit. He's such a nice guy. Didn't you see his nice words of encouragement during his ice bucket challenge video this weekend?
He's late to the party, dude.
He's really cares about ALS.
I'm gonna find his.
I'll tell you what.
This actually hit me up.
I hope he takes this as a kind way of us saying thank you for listening. Thanks for subscribing.
I think that's awesome. Dude.
Honestly,
I really do. I just think these conversations in real life need a
warning,
a setup.
Yeah,
That's
a setup.
all.
I can't wait until Christmas time this year when he mentions how nice our words are to him.
Oh yeah. It's
gonna be a beautiful Christmas.
Around the holidays, he'll have heard this show.
Beautiful Christmas gift for him to hear this.
I hope people
show.
understand. This is like our way of also shouting people out. It really is.
Of course.
This isn't just to make fun of. He's a great example of this. And we referenced Tanya, who talks about Breaking Bad as if everybody's on that page right now.
I may be, though, because after Saul, there's a part of me that may want to watch it again.
And these are fun conversations because it makes you think about, And I love that anyone's listening to our show whenever they want. That's great. But it is a little like, you know how it comes across? This sounds a little mean, but it does come across like you're a little tone deaf. Like, I'm not on that. I'm so off that page.
Yeah.
But you assume that I'm on that page? It's weird. Like, no. Right? So it just needs a setup.
Well-
Thank you, guys. Hope you're good. Appreciate your feedback and support. What's up, Jeff? Jerkman, Vic in Toronto, Dr. Tim.
Want a
Love you guys.
timestamp of how long I've had this shirt? Jeff the Jerkman actually said his first day meeting us,
Mm-hmm.
I was wearing this shirt, and that had to be what? When was Jeff the Jerkman cool making like jerky and stuff? Like 15 years ago?
Oh, he was never cool, but
Oh, so when was he making
he's
jerky?
making jerky.
Like 15 years ago?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
You know what's funny? Like Jeff the Jerkman, to me, will always be forever young. But he's like an old guy now.
Yes.
He's got boy face, though.
He wears polo.
Does he still?
He's got boy face.
No, because Jeff the Jerkman, when we met him, was one of our youngest listeners, right? Wasn't he like a kid basically listening? Like
I feel like we were in our 20s and he was like, I'm 18.
Yeah, like Stu Hotwire, right? But like these guys are grown men now.
Didn't he talk about like doing something with like whipped cream?
Oh,
And,
Jeff the Jerkman talked about licking whipped cream off his girlfriend or something. Like something dirty, and then his girl, it was his fiance or who he was marrying. And I think he's like, guys, like, I probably shouldn't have said that. Is that true? Is that, do you feel like that's
honestly, I don't remember that. It's like, I vaguely remember that. Hey, on a Throwback Thursday spot, before we fully move.
You want to play Jerkman?
Yeah, can we? I love that. You know what? Because I feel like that's Rich's greatest improv ever. It really is. It really one of great.
Like he peaked.
Yeah, this is Rich's greatest improv. We have, and we've had a listener named Jeff the Jerkman for a long time. He was a kid in my mind when he was listening to us. He came to visit and he made jerky.
But
Jeff's
but it wasn't good. It was fantastic.
Oh yeah, it was like so next level that we were like, dude, anytime you want to come to the studio,
just bring jerky.
come and bring jerky. And it really was next level great. And I feel like he really could have continued a side business. I think he does it now just for fun.
Yeah.
But he used to sell it at our events and all that. But he's a good kid. And he still keeps in touch with us all the time, still listens.
Jerkman.
Rich one time went on.
She couldn't resist the Jerkman?
Here it is.
No, apparently not.
Jerkman.
I mean, can you blame her though?
Jerkman. Jerkman.
Rich's greatest improv.
Jerkman. Jerkman.
Throwback Thursday.
Jerkman. 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 I know a cat who can really make some jerkin. He knows a cat who can really make some jerkin. Well, he's a dude Nazis talk about every time he walks down the street. Oh, the man! Yeah, bring the whipped cream. He's the jerk man that I've ever did seen. Jerk man. The jerk man. And there was whipped cream involved. Did you know he's the king of the Jerkman. There was a story where he told a story that he didn't want people to hear on the air. And he's like, yeah, I was licking whipped cream out of her butthole or something weird. There had to be. Well, anyway, there you go. Little Throwback Thursday action.
Thursday. That was some live improv on the show when Jeff the Jerkman called. That's on one of our deep tracks, lost cuts, hidden tracks on one of our albums. So there you have it.
Oh,
hope you had a great Wednesday, like we said. Hope you're enjoying whatever. Tonight will be fun because you got the basketball game. Hey, Saturday night is a big fight if you guys want to come by. I mean, I'm not going to force you, but it's a reason like to get together, have a drink.
Yeah.
Jordan's gone. By the way, I made a joke on the air, and it's so funny because it's true. You know the old saying, right? When the cat's away, the mice will play. I got to make this clear. That doesn't mean I'm up to shenanigans. But the second I drop Jordan off to the airport, I come home, and there's like...
Horse.
There's a feeling of, I'm going to do whatever I want. And it's funny because I do whatever I want anyway.
Yeah.
But like leaving the pantry open because she's mad when I leave it open. I leave it open. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm eating whatever I want and it's not that I can't, but there's always that, someone looking over your shoulder, being a slob, so you're on your best behavior sometimes. You know what I mean? Like you're not just gonna eat like 4 cupcakes in a row because someone else is there and they're gonna judge you.
Yeah, I don't know that feeling.
But she's not there, so I'm like, I'm gonna eat whatever I want. You shit with the door open. You know what I mean? Like there's that feeling of like you just let it rip. Like yeah. So that was really getting crazy last night.
Wild party.
Stayed up as late as I wanted. No one asked me, aren't you going to sleep yet? Like, nope, I'm not. I'm going to watch more Stranger Things. It's just that feeling of, I'm going to do whatever I feel like I binged a little bit too. Like I binged on shit because I could, because no one was there to like. I might even have a drink tonight, just because no one's gonna hear me. Because when I do that, the pour, usually just like oh, you having a drink? Oh, you're having a drink on a Thursday? Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
No one's there. No one's there.
No judgy judgers.
This mouse is playing.
No judgment.
This mouse is playing.
No judgment.
For real. So that was my Wednesday night.
Yeah, I got some shit I want to get to today. I don't know where I want to start. On a Throwback Thursday, let me just throw up a meme that I saw that got me thinking about something that we could do. It could be fun. It could be cute on a Throwback Thursday. Spot, I texted the CNR show number. And it was...
What's that number, Rich?
412, the letter CNR show. You could text us anytime. Most interactive podcast on planet Earth. If you witnessed 3 generations of these, you're old, and it's the different packaging Taco Bell's hot sauce came in. And it got me thinking, what other logos do you not even realize change before your very eyes? Like, I in my mind, I'm like, oh, Taco Bell's always had this hot sauce packet. I'm like, oh, shit. And then I was like, oh, shit, I know all of these.
Oh, I remember these.
And it got me thinking... I know Burger King, like if Spot looks up some of these old school logos from the 80s, if you just look up like fast food 80s logos, I bet you there's a few. Or like what a can of, like you remember all of those, right?
I do actually. I didn't think I would. I was like, I don't care about
I'm
this,
so used to,
you're
like,
right.
I have a stockpile of the current ones, the Live Ma Smiled with the little slogans on it and stuff. But I absolutely remember even the OGs, the brown and yellow Taco Bell packets. But Burger King's one. I know Burger King's logo changed quite a bit.
Live Moss. By the way, when I'm driving around LA, a great indicator that I'm in the barrio is when I pass a CVS Emas. Oh, CVS Emas?
Is there really
I think I made a wrong turn. Orderly! There's guys down the corner doing "What's up, fools?" I'm like, oh shit!
What up, fools?
Hold on. Oh man, I hope it's not getting dark soon. I just passed the CVS Emas.
That exists?
Now how you know? Now how you know? You know how you know you're in a neighborhood that's a little, not the barrio, but
yesterday, going to Burbank Airport.
No,
like
I noticed when you CVS pharmacy Emas.
What's the Emas?
I'm like,
What's the more? What's the
tacos? There's a taco stand. In
I don't
back.
know. I know. I feel like I know. I'm getting into an area that's a little bit in the barrio.
Yeah.
When you see laundromats, but they're not laundromats, they're lavanderias.
Oh, yeah.
Lavanderias.
Oh, shit.
Lavanderias.
And there's What's Up, Fools in the
Yo,
corner.
what's up, fool? Lavanderia, do my laundry. Lavanderia. And I'm like, oh, when there's lavanderias.
When you start getting vato nods at the traffic lights, you're like, oh, fuck.
The
Get out of here.
I went to the lavanderia before my washer and dryer were delivered when we first moved in. And right next to the lavanderia, my favorite market spot where you get the best guacamole, Vallarta.
Yeah. Well, back to your Live Moss.
You would think that all these foos would have like huge shoulder, like boulder shoulders.
Well, you know what you should do, Spot? They all they need to
Give
do
them
is
a few
just start with 10s in each hand.
Yeah.
Because they do it all day. Like, yo, what up, fool? Yo, what's up, fool? Just have 2 weights.
They would be like this.
They would have monster
They would
shoulder
just be,
caps.
like, huge.
Yeah.
I work hard for that.
Polo shirts make you look good, though, I think.
So, there's a warning. You got a warning.
All
if
right,
you're passing a CVS Emas,
You're in the barrio.
you made a wrong turn.
Oh, lavanderia. What is it? Oh, laundromat. Oh.
That's a great question, though, too, Spot. What is the Emas? What's going on in that
It's
store?
like what's going on in the Beyond section.
Did they sell piñatas in aisle 35?
Yeah.
The Beyond section.
What's Spot? Is there any other logo that you feel like if you pull up now, you'd be like, oh shit, I remember that? Like,
Baskin Robbins is a current day one for me because
Baskin Robbins look different.
yeah, completely.
Yeah, for sure.
They sneakily changed the logo in the past 5-10 years.
I'm always fascinated. I don't know why. Maybe it's because you can make fun of me because I know you're going to.
Oh.
One of my interests has always been when I was in college, I really loved my graphics art class. Like, I love the concept of, I'm sort of fascinated. You notice this with uniforms. I'm fascinated with.
Know what I used to sing in that class?
I'm fascinated with design change.
I used to sing, "You've got me feeling emotion deeper than I ever dreamed of."
I don't know why.
Emulsion.
To me,
screen printing.
Yeah.
Emulsion.
I don't know. To me, like logo changes and uniform changes and shit like that always fascinates me. Like It's one of those things that some people are like, I don't care, I don't notice. Me,
I had a graphic arts class and
I
screen
loved
printing
it.
and
I
all
don't
that.
know why I love that shit.
It was cool. You know, looking back, I was more into it than, I don't know. I'm surprised I didn't appreciate it more, is what I'm trying to say.
Like, look at the top row on a Throwback Thursday if you're on tier 2. The top row and the bottom row, it's like our childhood and now. And I wonder what you think in your, I guess we're so used to the new ones,
Pizza
but
Hut, yeah.
the Pizza Hut, I still think of the first one.
Yeah.
The original. But Taco Bell, the evolution of the Taco Bell logo, we forget Taco Bell had that brown, orange, yellow color scheme forever.
I don't forget that, actually.
No, I was brown.
But I'm saying the Taco Bell's like purple and blue and vibrant, but that shit's been that way for a long time now. That's a good one, though. So that's a good graphic. Post that on our Instagram story if you can. At Covino and Rich. But Pringles, Baskin Robbins.
Pringles just changed.
Yeah.
I
Get the
remember
original Doritos.
The old school Doritos for sure.
You know what I wonder? Give me your answer to this and we'll move on. I'm watching This Is Us a couple weeks ago, and they do a lot of great flashback scenes.
No.
Were you watching This Is Gus?
Yeah, did you see the one with the little kid that was dancing at the wedding?
Yeah.
No.
It was so sad.
I saw there's a scene where Jack and Rebecca are laying in bed in the 80s. And much like the Goldbergs, and you noticed how a lot of these shows, their continuity is fantastic. As far as, there's a scene in This Is Us. I'm not going to ask Spot to pull it up because NBC is tough.
Is aggressive.
But, they were drinking out of kitchen glasses that were like tinted brown. I'm like, my family had those. Like you were saying on the Goldbergs, how like the Goldbergs, Adam would pull out those brown VHS holders, and you're like, I had those.
I think my family still has all that shit.
The one thing that made me think, where the fuck did they get that? Jack and Rebecca are chilling in bed on a lazy Saturday.
I could have sold all my.
And this is based in the mid 80s, and they're eating a bag of Lay's potato chips, and it's the old bag, and I'm like, did someone have to redesign that bag? Is it an old bag that they like, all right, we're using as a prop? Someone had an old bag, like, or is it, you think it's an artist who designs the bag?
No,
is it CGI?
They probably, if it's an actual Lay's thing, they probably had to get brand approval. So Lay's probably provided the artwork.
But you think, but do you think they had to print it now, or you think they? You think they said, in some archive warehouse we have a 1987 bag of Lay's potato chips?
No, they had to reprint it.
You see that in a lot of. All right, I know CGI.
They did it with Oreos recently.
I know CGI is the cut around for all this nowadays.
Yeah, they make Luke Skywalker young.
But I'm
sure
saying,
they
like,
can make an old Doritos bag.
Before they were able to do all that shit, Covino, with technology, there was a movie where every car in the scene has to be from the 70s. That continuity is not easy.
Well, you see a lot of errors in film sometimes, because they make those mistakes. Continuity mistakes stand out. By the way, soda always hit harder when you were drinking it out of one of those red Pizza Hut cups, as the meme goes.
No doubt.
The crushed ice.
No doubt.
The red Pizza Hut.
Mm-hmm. Of course. The red. Those are great.
Soda always hit harder when you're drinking out of one of those at Pizza Hut. So other logos, I don't want to just let that discussion fizzle.
Well, it didn't fizzle. We
no, but I feel like there's more. Subway's was different.
Subway sandwiches.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is also sports teams logos. Like, you're so used to seeing.
Well, you're fixated on that.
Yeah, but just go around the NBA. The NBA is very quick on changing logos and colors. Like, think of some of the logos of teams.
You know what is? Fonts get dated, right? Artwork gets dated.
Oh, the most dated font ever to me was the Toronto Raptors. Remember they came in with like word art when that franchise came out? It was just right at the time in the 90s where it was like word art. The Toronto Raptors had like a cartoon uniform for years. And I'm like, I guess it's the time.
Do you remember the old Covino and Rich logo?
Oh, my God.
Oh, very dated. Yeah.
Super dated. We didn't have the skills to make it any better.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's horrendous. What is that?
Honestly, I know it's corny, but our old logo spot is a great example of that's what we were capable of at the time.
Let me pull
Yeah,
that's really true.
It's the truth, because you're like, well, why did people do that? Well, you know what? Not everyone had. I see my wife do it and I see Spot do it. Not that it's easy, but there's programs that spoon feed you amazing graphics. Like my wife will put together a video, and I'm like, Sarah, that's genius. And she's like, well, a lot of it's templates.
Yeah, like all the show intro.
Like Spot show intro, it takes work for sure.
It requires a lot of work. Don't discount what we do.
But a lot of it is like Spot's finding the right videos and photos to pull into an already made fucking swooping template.
Yeah, a lot of it is templates though. I have access to a site.
And it's they're pay for sites.
Just like Canva's a big one in the graphics world for social media. So a lot of people will use Canva and it's free, and there's some free templates you can use.
Stu Hot Wagner, who works in the world of photography and production, hit me up with. They print it, Rich.
The world of hotness.
And there's a picture of Stu, not to get off the rails. God. He posted a picture of him and his wife and another couple on the beach.
God, is he?
And beautiful. If I was him,
he's a hot Wagner.
Listen.
Is he the hottest Wagner?
It's Pride Month, so let me just pay him a comment. If I were gay during Pride Month, no. Stu Hot Wagner posted a picture where, if I was him, that would be my profile picture forever.
He could be my.
I was like, yo, dude got the most handsome photo of himself ever. He should permanently be his profile.
I'd be his bear. He could be my twink.
Well, anyway, he said they print them, which makes sense. Duh. Like they'll find the old archive footage from the company and get it printed on a bag. But that's a lot of work to just. For a dated show, Covino, like if you were to make a modern day show, that effort's not there. But if you have a show based in the 70s, everything from the curtains to the products to the glassware to everything, you need to think about.
I mean, you see it on Stranger Things too, especially. Yeah. They take that shit back to the 80s hardcore, like parkour.
As the meme goes, yellow Wendy's hit different.
Yeah, that's just.
Oh wait,
funny.
that's what your sister
yellow
said.
Wendy's, yeah, the yellow Wendy's. Now it's red. Everything's red.
Remind me of yellow Wendy's.
I
worked at Wendy's, but
it's
why?
a meme. Look up the meme. Yellow Wendy's hit different. Because it's the shit you grew up with.
Yeah, you remember.
Yellow Wendy's. You'll totally remember yellow Wendy's when you see it.
Yellow Wendy's.
Everything came in a yellow package.
Yeah, you remember. You worked there.
Dude.
I did, but I think I worked at Yellow Wendy's, but now I'm all confused.
Look,
you remember Yellow Wendy's?
I worked at Yellow Wendy's.
Yellow Wendy's hit
different. Wendy's ain't yellow no more?
No, it's been red, dude.
Whoa. Hold on.
Yellow Wendy's hit different, dude.
I worked at Yellow Wendy's. I thought Wendy's. So a Wendy's cup is no longer yellow.
I'm this old. Yellow Wendy's.
That's not what Wendy's cup looks like anymore?
Shut up, dude. It's red. It's just been red for a long time. Unless they just changed it. See, Yellow Wendy's used to hit different.
Yeah, different.
Yo, that's how long I haven't been to. Maybe it's one of those like I work there, I'll never go back. I don't go to Wendy's, and there's only one Wendy's out here, and I know that for a fact.
Does McDonald's still do the styrofoam? By the way,
no.
They do. Don't they in the breakfast for breakfast?
No, the pancakes come in like a plastic thing.
Oh, they do.
But it's funny because after softball the other night, I was like, "Oh, I'm hungry. Maybe I want some food or ice cream." And one of the guys goes, "Yo, go to Wendy's." And I'm like, "Are there any Wendy's out here?" And there's only one Wendy's, and they're like, "Oh, it's by Hollywood or something." But I thought Wendy's was still yellow. Fuck me.
No thanks. So
a lot of those 90s NBA logos were wild. That's from Andrew Sims. Yeah, the Grizzlies, the Sonics, the Hawks. Yeah, they all went real cheesy for a minute because it was that 90 word art looking like, hey, we have the ability to do like 3D fonts and shit, and it all looks the same.
It's like TV graphics. Like think of your baseball games.
Watch
a sports package, graphic package.
I mean,
it was weak as hell, but we just evolved. That's all.
Yeah, it's like now you have access.
Well, you know what you realize now, Spot? You realize that cleaner the better. Like if you look at, I feel like NBC is so good with like NBC football. Their little score and time is so crisp and clean. There was a minute where Fox was like, "Yo, let's overdo it with the shadows and the robots and the
are like these are very dated looking graphics."
Well, it's a throwback Thursday
because it's Throwback Thursday, but on our regular day, I make it look pretty clean.
Yeah.
Their little photos.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
There you go.
Show our old logo because it really is.
I don't know where it is.
Really? It's a great indicator
I have
of like
it somewhere.
Yeah, it's the best we had. It really was.
Our old logo.
I have it somewhere. I'll find it.
Honestly, I think like Sammy probably did it on word art.
No, Sammy wasn't involved in that.
It was the other guy. What was his name?
I can't remember.
James was his name?
Can't remember who did it. But
our old logo. I think we need a new logo now, to be honest.
This is the Karate Kid font.
Yeah,
this is Cobra Kai font right here. I think our actual logo.
It's not too dated, but
it's not too dated.
We have
the spatter on it.
Oh no, I got rid of the splatter.
I mean, we got rid of it, but that one, it's all right.
You know what's interesting?
Do I have it on
In
this-
our
oh, yeah,
world,
look
right?
in the back here.
In our world.
That one.
Yeah, I like Covino. I like that. It's fine.
That's been our font for like
I eliminated
forever.
the splatter.
You know, it's
also
just
have
like
a- we have
bands.
a-
Bands keep their font.
We have a cleaner
regardless
version
for the
of it
most
too.
part.
There's a cleaner version of it.
Yeah.
You know who
Bronze
changed their
active.
logo? And this is more inside for us, but radio stations, when they change their logo, it throws me off like Spot. Can you, just for the hell of it, for people watching on Tier 2, Spot and I identify with Z100 New York as this blue and yellow, and that's probably what you remember too, right? Like the blue and yellow oval Z100.
I think so. Yeah.
If Spot shows you the old Z100 blue and yellow logo, you'll be like, yeah, it's Z100 in New York. Their logo is like some, this. Is that what you think of Z100?
I remember it for sure.
Yeah. Now it's
That.
it's this.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know that at all. Like, I don't
identify.
identify, like, I never worked at that place.
Yeah. I don't know what
This,
place is.
I never worked at this pink.
It's
like,
funny. Those are timestamps because I feel the same way about. Well, I didn't work in that era.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
this
worked
is-
in this era.
That's not my Z100
Yeah.
that Spot showing you. My Z100 when in the 2000s was the blue and yellow.
2000s.
And I bet you K-Rock same way. I bet you like K-Rock's logo.
Yeah, I was involved in the changing of one. Then they evolved to something else. I was gone by then. So yeah, I associate it the same way. So thank you guys. Live Moss.
With my
That's really the point of this.
CVS EMOS.
When podcasts change their cover art, it throws people off too because people are used to seeing
I've done that a couple
the
times.
podcast cover art is how you see it.
I've
Like,
gone through a few iterations of our cover art.
Christopher Frey, based out of New York, I'm guessing, said that WFAN is the only logo he could think of that's never changed. Spot, look up
about
WFAN in New York, the sports radio.
Like I said, bands are good at staying consistent. I'm pretty sure Metallica's
I was going to say Metallica. That font has never changed.
Has
Yes.
been the same as far as I can remember.
Kiss has the same font
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, like
yeah,
that
this-
WFAN. That's been the same logo since you were a schoolboy.
Yeah, it looks corny though. It does. It looks old, but maybe
Sirius
there's something
XM
classic
changed
about
that
it.
logo 6 times since we worked there.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
you
they
know
also-
that for a fact?
Yeah, I think I've counted 6.
They also
ones.
changed the company.
Yeah,
I mean, we used to have that dog, Star, right?
Sirius. It was Sirius the dog. No,
Yes.
Star.
oh, Star.
No, it was Star was the name of the dog.
I think so. Yeah, it had a star for an eye.
I
We
don't
had
know.
a dog logo.
Because Sirius is the dog star, so I assume the name of the dog was Sirius.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But yeah, there was a dog logo,
That's positive.
and then XM was yellow, if you remember. And then when XM got absorbed by Sirius, they're no longer because XM. Remember their color scheme was yellow, and Sirius was black and white. And then they brought in blue, and they're like, all right, I guess we're SXM blue. And someone picks all that, and it's weird to think someone does. That's one person's decision, you know.
Well,
Instagram changed their logo. What was their old one? You ever see the Facebook? Very similar, but the font was very 90s looking. It's the dog constellation. That's probably why it was dog.
Yeah, I just
yeah, but I'm pretty sure the name of the dog was
Yeah.
Star.
No, that makes sense.
So thank you guys for being here as life evolves. That's really what it
Yeah.
is.
Changes.
Most things evolve. Some things stay the same. WFAN is one of them. Band fonts are usually consistent.
bands and WFAN are the only answers. And
Kia's new logo looks like 9 Inch Nails. I'm like, oh, Trent Reznor has a new car line.
Tony and
Oh,
Wes
it says
and
Kia.
a few people hit us up all at once. I see Kia now, and I'm like, yo, they like went way different because they were like a circle with Kia and like maroon, right? And now like a reddish maroon, and now it's like almost like
It looks like 9 Inch Nails.
yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, but it looks cool. So there you have it. Live Moss.
Yeah, all right,
All
that's it.
based off of
Moss.
Rich's Taco Bell packets.
Yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I'm like, before you don't realize like in your lifetime,
archive.
companies have changed logos many
It's a time stamp.
many
It makes
times.
you feel old because, like the Wendy's meme said, it's like I'm this old.
Yeah, Wendy's
could
yellow.
remember-
I didn't. Yeah,
You remember some old ass shit when it looked like that.
Wendy's yellow hit harder. You know what? Your sister and whoever sends that meme is right.
Like the oldest shit I could think of is like the old Band-Aids in that fucking tin thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like that shit's old.
Yo, Kias look so nice, but I still can't.
Oh, that Stingray is sick.
But the
Is it called
logo,
Stingray?
the
Oh, here we
logo
go.
looks cheap.
I found,
though. What'd you find?
I found our old website. There's the old logo.
Look at that. And we thought that was like state of the art.
That was like as
we
cool
were proud
as
of
God.
The two colors.
I loved it.
We were proud of it.
A little bubble font.
But it's a great indicator of like that's where we were in the early 2000s. Like that's the best we could do at that time.
Right?
Yeah. That's some weak shit. The Spot farted this out and it's the Cobra Kai logo. He farted it out in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That old logo took us like months to figure out.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Look at that.
Self-dubbed the baddest Latin in Manhattan. El Covino.
El Covino, bro.
Can we copy this?
By the way, I think I should go by El Covino.
Is
more.
A diehard fan of the New York Yankees and rock music. His passions left him with a tough decision: either snag Derek Jeter's job,
that's right,
or rock the nation's airwaves.
Rock on!
He put aside his delusions of baseball grandeur and went for option 2. Wow, did you choose the word grandeur?
Fuck no, I didn't.
Okay.
I don't know where I got that from.
It's good.
Have you ever heard me use grandeur? Grandeur. D-E-U-R.
For more info on El Hombre, www.elcovino.com or stevecovino.com. You had both?
Yeah.
Wow, man.
One had naughty pics, one didn't.
Oh, look, there I am.
Spot in his toga.
Spot, what does your profile say?
Let's see. I'm the producer. His many duties include...
Duties.
Oh, remember interesting facts? I drive a stick like a real man. My favorite day of the week is Tuesday. I only gratify myself once or twice a week. That's changed. His private cell phone number is given out. That's lame. He enjoys having tickle fights with the interns. True. He might have had sex once. We're not sure. Also true.
There you go. Good for you.
Yeah. What does yours say?
Good for you.
Davis's dreamy popularity with the female crowd have put him in the glossy pages of Teen Beat.
I don't know. I didn't make that. Who made this fucking profile?
Twist.
You did.
That's funny.
Well, I think you guys made. I think you didn't. Someone make these to make fun of us.
No, we did that later on.
These were like real.
We did that later on.
Man, this is great.
Look, there's Maxim. Here we are, all Maximed out.
Nice boot cuts.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow. Throwback Thursday
from 2008.
Hey, look, that's our What That Mean dictionary.
Yeah.
What that mean? We had a whole dictionary. We really were a part of a movement.
Right?
We were onto something.
How'd that go?
It just fucking fizzled.
Here it is.
But we were definitely...
should we read some of our definitions?
I think we could. I think we should move on.
You could find it.
Let's
What's
see.
it called, that website again?
Boink.
That search engine?
An expression used when situations are really, really good.
I thought the
a
website
verbal
was Boink.
exclamation can also be used with a fist bump to further the excitement.
Boink.
I definitely hit that. Boink. I can't believe you guys just boinked each other.
Yo. Boink.
Boink. Yo. Yo, I'd hit that. Boink.
Blonde.
I'm bringing that back.
Blonde illusion.
Blonde illusion's a great definition.
man.
A blonde who appeared hot at first, but upon closer inspection is not.
That's
a
funny
girl,
as hell.
A girl who, if wasn't a blonde, would be below average. If you were really fooled, you could say that she was a
Blonde. A BI.
no a
Magnum BI.
There it is.
A Magnum BI. Oh, man.
Man, the early 2000s were wild stuff.
It's crazy, dude.
Well, hey, there you go. A little reminiscing on a Thursday, whether you like
We
it or
had
not.
so much steam.
Do you
I don't
remember
know
the
what happened.
definition of a dirty Fonz?
You stick your thumb up in a girl's ass and you go, hey.
You're having a threesome with two girls,
Oh.
and you have them both doggy style ass up. You stick your thumbs in their bungholes and say, hey. And yes, the word bunghole is in the definition.
Oh, man, that's just great. Why'd you have to go and grow up, Rich?
Right? Why did you guys have to grow up? You guys are so lame.
Hey, you got to evolve.
Spot, can you play-
Much like the logos, Spot, you got to evolve.
Spot,
This is our current day
This
logo.
spot wants that Covino and Rich.
Spot, can you play "Never Grow Up" by Taylor Swift?
That's your fucking
just
go-to.
That's my go-to.
Honestly,
Yeah, that song is the
You just summed up everything I just said.
no. That song is that song. If you need to make a slideshow about your kids
What
or
is
some
it?
type of thing, "Never Grow Up" by Taylor Swift. That
about
song
Never Gonna Give
gets
You
me
Up
fucking
by
crying.
Rick Astley.
That song is probably her best song, and it's not even popular. Probably her best song, not even popular.
Did you put this on your recent slideshow that you make?
No, but you know what?
This song sucks.
This song is fantastic.
Your little hands wrapped around my finger, and it's so quiet in the world tonight. Your little eyelids flutter 'cause you're dreaming, so I
Way to ruin my
take
mood.
you in, turn on your favorite night light. To you, everything's funny. You
Hey, Spot.
Sunshine cupcake.
Hey,
Go.
Spot. Look.
I don't remember.
A sunshine cupcake. When a girl is giving you a number, you get her to put on sunglasses just when you say you're about to jazz. Then jazz on our glasses resembles a cupcake with icing. Oh. The sunshine cupcake is served at Starbucks. Click here to see a pic. Oh, so it must have been it
was a Starbucks thing that we said sounded like a sex move.
Right.
Which takes me back to one of my favorite stories that started all of these. Like, we made up our own, right? The sex moves, definitions, and words. And we did a lot of wordplay. We got criticized for it, but it also differentiated us. Oh, the show that says all the stupid words all the time. Like, yeah, that was us. It was a blessing and a curse. Swoot was our probably most famous word.
Oh, you also had some theories and phrases that you came up with.
My most famous one was the Javier special, though. The Javier special. It was an actual sandwich that I used to get at a place called... It's a bagel place. What was it called? Anyway, they used to serve the Javier special.
Is it Pro Bagel Deli?
Yeah, Pro Bagel. Oh,
yeah.
Definition there?
Definition.
Please, I want to hear the actual definition.
Javier special. Noun. A sex move while taking a girl from behind. You put your thumbs on, not in, her rectum and slowly massage it while saying, "Have you ever felt something so special?"
Javier special.
But it says, "Have you ever?"
Javier.
This move will make you the man in many social circles. See? Parentheses, was originally a sandwich at Pro Bagel Deli.
The Javier special.
Oh, boy.
You ain't lived till you tried it. So anyway, that's our what that mean dictionary. A lot of people were not around for that.
I miss
that
it.
era, right? We used to have our own dictionary, our own words, our own everything.
Chris White Sox wants to be called the Dude Bro.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, anyway, those were the days.
Yeah, and know what we're living now? Now we're living the dad life days, and we're grown-ups with houses and people fixing our roofs. Our roofs. It's my neighbor. My neighbor kept saying, "Oh, you're getting your roof fixed?"
Yeah, that's
And I said, "Yes." Who the fuck says rough?
Weird people.
New Kids on the Block. And you're like, we're rough.
No, but honestly, would you ever refer to your roof as a rough?
Fuck no, because I'm not dumb. It's a roof.
Fuck, it says
The
rough.
roof is on fire.
The rough?
Oh, do you know what the Dicky Dive is?
The Dicky Dive?
Yeah.
It's when you get on your dresser.
Yeah, Rich's patented move where he leaps off the dresser.
Like Jimmy
onto the
Superfly
bed.
Snuka.
Wait, hold on. And begins to muff dive on his woman.
Yeah.
While putting his arms out, grabbing her breasts. As he switches hands on
How
each
is this-
move, he comes up for air, left then right. I can't.
The Dicky Dive.
Extra points if you have goggles. Flippers, nose clip.
Wait, what does it say?
I can't even
What does
do
it say
that.
about the nose clip?
Boink. It has a boink.
Wait, but what does it say about the nose clip?
Extra points if you have goggles, flippers, nose clip, or diving cap on.
The Dicky Dive. The What That Mean Dictionary is fantastic. If someone really wants to take the time to find it, how do they find it again? What's that engine? What's it called? Wayback Machine.
Yeah,
There
if
it
you
is.
just search Web Archive,
Oh, man.
it's out there.
we
Wayback
were so young. We were so
Man.
dumb. We were, oh my God.
Do you remember what a chicken cutlet is?
Yeah,
I do.
chicken cutlet.
Yes,
I think we could stop now.
Okay.
I do.
Chicken cutlet.
It has to
Come
do,
on,
has to do
see,
with
you're so
finishing,
lame now.
finishing, and
Hold
then
on,
rolling
let
her
me
in
put
the
Taylor
sand.
Swift on again.
Yeah.
Let me see how that's going.
But don't make her drop you off around the
I don't think you
block.
realize the art of my video spot. Actually, I put two of them are posted. They're just
know your
no one knows
videos,
they're
Rich.
up online. I'm gonna make them private later, but spot. Watch. Want to see how touching my videos are?
That's for you and your family.
10 seconds will show you just the fucking brilliance of my videos.
By the way, Brett and Rolando, they're naming like classic sex moves and definitions.
These
are
are
ones we
ours.
made up. Yeah, that we really made them up. And they were funny as hell. We actually used them. They were a part of our everyday like lingo and shit. Like it was a part of my life. These words, there were words that I used all the time. It's wild to see how much I evolved when in reality I don't feel like I did, and it's shocking that this is what it's come to. But Because you're like, really? This is evolved? Like, we were so primitive. So
yeah. Well, listen, man. But I think that's a normal evolution of a guy. If you aren't a bozo goofing around with your buddies in your 20s, and then you mature as you get older, if that's not your progression, then what the fuck is wrong with you? Like in my mind, like if I was still acting like a 20-year-old now, that would be a problem. And I also think that if I wasn't acting like that when I was 20, that's also a problem. I feel like you evolve as a person.
I mean, this stuff still makes me laugh. So you still need to maintain a certain level of immaturity. I'm not saying
it makes me laugh.
It makes me laugh so much.
Oh yeah, of course it's funny. But I
love dick jokes. I love poop jokes.
But to think that
I got a poop discussion for you.
It's completely normal. It's completely normal for a man to evolve the way we did. I truly feel that. I feel like I wouldn't want it any other way. Like if we weren't telling stupid dick jokes and making parodies about butt cheeks, if we weren't doing that in our 20s and early 30s and stuff, if that wasn't what we were doing, then we would have been really fucking missing the fun, right? That's what that was the fun back then.
Yeah.
But now, if you were a 40-year-old guy and a dad, and you were still talking about the chicken cutlet, wouldn't you sort of be like a little lame?
Is there still a word that you use today that you used back then?
No, you know, I used a phrase of yours recently. Someone was talking about some guy at softball or something was saying something, but he referenced something about getting like a boner or a hard, like boner or hard on or something. Someone was talking about getting a boner or getting hard about something, and I referenced a soft off, which is the opposite of a hard on.
Yeah,
I was like, oh no, I think I said so. Like to me that gives me a soft off, and they're like soft off, and I was like, the opposite of a hard on, and they're like, yo, that's funny. I'm like, Covino Rich 07.
Yeah.
So
I still say slow roasted.
Like I think if our show came out now, I think there would be a huge niche for it. I still think there's like
it would. Well, there's that podcast that I see the clips for that I hit Covino up the other day and I go, yeah, someone's doing us
Stiff
20 years
socks?
later. Stiff socks on TikTok.
Yeah, but
very
they're-
funny.
They're like 24 years old.
That's how
the
old you
thing.
are.
But that's what he's
Yeah, I
saying.
know.
He's
So-
saying if we were that now,
Right.
I said,
yeah, but
like
now
I see
we're
that
too
guy.
old for
They
this.
interview porn stars. They get dirty. They tell fucking raunchy stories and jokes. And I'm like, oh,
That dude's
Covino Rich in
that dude's
05.
famous online.
Oh, he's very funny.
What the hell's his name?
Schwartz something maybe.
No.
Yeah, so I think if you were in a more public space now, I think you would have gotten attention.
Like this guy in Stiff Socks is asking like porn stars like, hey, how do you like prepare for butt sex? And I'm like, that's like a question we would have asked in like 06. So I'm like,
How do you do it?
Enemas.
no, but so what I'm
Trevor
saying
Wallace is his name.
Trevor Wallace,
Trevor Wallace.
really funny kid. And I say
he's
kid
very
because he's like
viral on
20 something.
TikTok.
He's really good.
But
I'm saying
they're
he's
doing the same exact shit we did. Well, we were doing it on the biggest platform at the time.
And I'm not saying, by no means am I saying they're ripping off or copying it. I'm just saying they're doing today what we were doing in 05 to 2010.
Mm-hmm.
And if times were different, would we be doing a raunchy podcast that was viral?
Yeah,
Probably.
Just
a different world and time, right? But that guy, if you ever see them, that's my first thought always is, this is Covino and Rich 20 years in the future. I'm like, yeah, what would we be doing? Probably asking Instagram girls the same questions we were asking Maxim models. Like, he's a funny dude, that guy. His Instagram is pretty great. I agree, Brett.
Yeah, he's funny.
Stiff Socks.
We were fucking funny, man.
Can I tell you something?
Funny ass guests.
I never one time in my life jerked off into a sock. And that joke that people do, like, oh, you stiff socks, like, oh, your mom's doing your laundry, oh, stiff sock. To me, I've done a lot of things in my life. One thing I've never done, jerked off into a sock.
I can't confirm or deny. And I
You've
don't.
jerked
I'm not
off- but
saying
why
that
a sock?
I'm not saying that to allude.
But why a sock, though? Like, because people think it's like, but why, though? Why a sock? Because no one sees it. It's on your foot. Like, you could wrap it around your junk. Like, what is the? I don't get the whole.
I think that's the start of it. Like, you just want to stick your junk into anything. So it begins with a sock.
I just, to me, a sock.
Yeah, I mean, I never saw a tube sock.
But I know I'm
gonna make that sock my bitch.
I'm the rare one here because if you look.
No, I don't know.
I'm saying the reference is there for a reason.
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm the only perv that never stuck my junk in a sock. Well, I can't say that. I haven't jerked off into a sock.
Just a coffee mug.
Precisely.
Right.
You
Which
know?
is a lot, so much better.
No, weirder, but in my mind made more sense.
All right, so hey, since we're having a juvenile discussion, Spot.
Back that ass up. My favorite juvenile song.
This is your wheelhouse right here. I sent you a meme or this conversation that I saw.
Memes.
And I don't want to harp on it. It's even too lowbrow for me.
Okay, and then we'll mix it up. I have a family question, so we'll have like real adult talk in a second. After I'll break it up with a couple things.
Since we're on this page, this is a really lowbrow conversation, but it just goes to show you that everybody's raised different. That's really what it is. Yeah. Everybody's raised different. So what's normal for you is abnormal for somebody else, and vice versa.
I mean, you never saw your family in bathing suits.
Never.
I didn't have cable TV. Everyone's raised different.
I've seen my dad in jean shorts, but that's it. He hasn't worn them in like 40 years. Just when I was a kid.
You have a lot of cousins.
My dad.
I don't have a cousin.
I've seen my dad in sneakers maybe once in my life.
What does he wear on his feet?
He always wore work boots, and he wears like old guy.
See, that's the difference. I've only seen my dad in flip flops or sneakers.
Never ever saw my dad in flip flops in my life.
My dad's either my dad. If you would ask what's Greg wearing, it's probably flip flops, sneakers, or a pair of like slippers that he'll like wear around the yard to pick up weeds and shit.
Never saw my dad in slides, sandals, flip flops, none of that shit. So anyway,
small talk.
It's all different. It's all how you were raised. So this was a screenshot of a conversation that became a meme of sorts. And our buddy Braulio Perez Jr. shared it.
Oh, Braulio.
You know Braulio.
Of course I know him.
Braulio. I don't know.
The guy whose name he has his name is in like a Bud Light font, Budweiser font, or is that like Bro Chacho font or something?
Perez.
He hangs out at CVS Mas.
Yeah.
Yes. So he shared this.
Lavandaria.
And he's like, anyone ever hear of this? It's like the poop knife. Like some people grow up with a poop knife, and some people are like, I'm sorry, what? Excuse me? Huh? Poop knife? What do you mean?
It's like that other thing like a week ago where it was like, everyone's done this once in their life. And I'm like, no, I haven't. It was someone in the shower, they poop in their hand and then throw it into the fucking toilet.
A potato toss.
Like, no, I've never shit my hand in the shower and threw it in the toilet.
Never.
Sorry.
No,
never
not,
did that.
Not an emergency
have you?
situation. No, never.
Can't say that I have.
But, all it takes, though, seriously.
I lived a soaked up life on the
all
bowl.
it takes is for a parent to tell their kid, like, yeah, it's okay, just do it. And then, like, the kid grows up thinking, I guess everybody does that.
Oh, my God. I saw, my buddy Chris sent me a video the other day of a dude naked, and he did a flip into a lake, but in slow motion. And as he was flipping, he started, like, diarrheaing. I'm like, why would you send me this? But, like, the guys, as he's flipping, it's like,
we've really come a long way, guys.
Yeah, since 05. Yeah,
okay, so the story goes like this. The headline is, do you guys not grab the poop with the toilet paper? We'll make it quick. I know.
Gross.
We're above this.
Yeah.
Do you guys not grab the poop with the toilet paper? My 26-year-old fiance and I just had the poop talk.
You guys have a poop talk?
And I think I'm missing something. First of all, I don't know what the poop talk really is.
You guys have a poop talk?
No.
I didn't have a poop talk. Is that like a thing?
When I learned to go to the bathroom, my dad taught me to grab the poop. Example, wrap it in the paper. So when it's falling out of my butt, you basically catch it so it doesn't splash. My fiance is horrified, but I feel like I've known other people who do this. How common is this? Thanks.
Is this from a man or from a woman?
And then someone responds, this is not common. What the F? And, it's a matter of how you were raised. And I bet you that there are people listening and watching right now that are like, yeah, I did that. Because my uncle, my father, Pablo Sr. taught me that.
Yeah, no, I think this is peculiar and strange. I don't even know if we need to have a conversation beyond this. I don't know. No. However, I will say one thing.
Wow.
If you want to have poop talk for a second, I don't understand when people talk about how you got like a messy ass poop. Because to me, it's like when you sit on the toilet, I try to spread my cheeks as far apart as possible. When there's guys that are like, when guys talk about how they...
Just like you did in the early 2000s.
Yeah, exactly. No, but there's people that are like, yeah, I had a messy... I'm like, how messy could your shit be if you're really trying to like just spread your
ass?
Murder
scene in there.
Yeah, like, no, but when people are like, yeah, like when people are wiping 50 times, I'm like, how is poop smearing on your cheeks? Like, what are you doing? Are you clenching your butt in the middle of a duty?
I don't know. But hey,
no,
I only bring that up because... there's apparently a whole other art form that I was unaware of.
Yeah, don't grab your shit, guys. The end.
That's how it is. With the paper. With the paper.
Yeah, maybe if you feel
That's
like,
what it is. That's what she's saying.
That's why I think, don't you put a tiny little toilet paper down in the water so you don't get the kiss, the splash?
Poseidon kiss?
Yeah.
Not every time, no.
I don't want that splash.
Poseidon.
I mean, I love Splash with Tom Hanks, but I don't want a duty splash. So there you go. Gross conversation.
Brolio. Thank you, Brolio.
I have something that might upset you, but
people do things different.
But first, I have a question for you guys because it's happening. Something's about to happen. But Spot
here.
Being that time is flying.
So is poop into water.
And poop is flying.
You want proof? Have you seen Tears for Fears lately on a Throwback Thursday?
I can honestly say I've never grabbed poop.
Me either.
No.
I mean, doggies poop. That's about it.
Yeah, like I've grabbed Piper's poop and put it in the toilet.
Yeah.
But why would you?
Spot, pull up that picture to back up Rich's point.
Of what?
Tears for Fears.
Oh, time's flying.
Here's proof. I mean, not that they look bad. It's just they look old.
Dude, what do you want them to look like?
That happens. And there was another one recently where the guy on the right is now John Cryer, and the guy on the left was Lars from Metallica.
The first photo is from what, 1983?
I mean, that's life, dude.
So
I'm just showing you.
It's 40 years ago.
Yeah. By the way, they sound great. I saw them performing like on YouTube recently.
They performed at Sirius XM, right?
Yeah, I believe they did.
Yeah,
they had some bangers.
They're still,
Tears for Fears on a Throwback Thursday.
They're still bringing it.
It's really cool.
Don't ever shake that guy's hand that talks about how he grabs his poop.
Oh yeah, Brahilio. No, he just shared the story.
Brahilio.
Shit poop.
Brolio.
Well, I need your advice on something.
Time's flying.
And Spot, but just give everyone 10 seconds of what makes me cry when I make these videos. By the way, I'm a master at this. I think it's gonna be my new. You know how Spot makes candles and Spot teaches yoga and you know.
You know, I do so much more than that.
No, but I'm talking about like side gigs.
Yeah.
I'm saying like I think I want to do a side gig where I like edit people's family videos.
Why don't you edit some Covino and Rich videos if you got so much time? I mean, if you're so good at it. You're like other people's. We have a brand that we're trying to promote.
We all can chip in.
Okay. No, I'm not saying that I'm starting a side business to do it because I'm so great at it.
I was just saying we all can chip in. We all can do it.
That's not a sneak diss. That's like a common sense thought.
Do it.
But I'm saying I pull movies and I pull things off my phone and make like little montages. I'm not like, you want to, yeah. So if you set up the software,
I'm not criticizing what you're doing.
If you
but
set
if you
up
want
software,
to like do it for other people, I think the other people should start with us.
If you set up software on my computer, I'll edit some videos. I
can't do it on that computer.
Could I sit at your computer and do it?
Absolutely.
But you'd have to show me what program you use. I know how to use iMovie like a fucking wizard now, but I don't. That doesn't mean like I made our reel and it came out great.
You can download.
But you know why I made our reel? Because our reel for
Blink.
Our reel for our agent.
It was a combination of all the clips that I had already done though, so it was easy to download.
No, I pulled everything off of YouTube. But what I'm saying is, what I did was
you pulled them from.
I pulled a lot of them from YouTube, like some of the older stuff. And what I'm saying, because a lot of them were ESPN clips. That's not stuff you had. So it was the same thing I do though. It's iMovie is different than editing a movie. Does that make sense? I could do you want me to do a music video of your life?
Yeah.
Okay, I will. Send me all the videos on your phone.
What song are you gonna use?
I don't know.
Born to Be Alive. I want to be upbeat.
Yeah, Born to Be Alive.
Thanks.
But I make these videos of the kids, and that's another way to realize time's flying. It's like, this is something really nice to do to like, you know, I try to do it every 6 months to a year just to keep like an updated version of the kids getting older. And all it does is just make me realize, goddamn, time's flying.
Time is flying. In a half hour, my nephew, Jamesy boy, graduates kindergarten.
Look at that.
Has his little ceremony that I'm missing to be with you guys.
Well, leave. Go ahead. No. Jamesy boy. He's like your son.
Take him out for ice cream. It's all good.
Now the kids got their school pictures back. Spot, if you want to play a quick clip of one of my video montages.
Could I just start from the beginning?
Yeah, but either one. I did one recently, and Every year, every 6 months, I put together. Yeah, this is the one I did the other day. Like
it's the first one.
I put it to music and I do a little. Yeah, it's beautiful. So oh no, forget it's about pause this one. I didn't edit it. I didn't finish editing it. But do the other one.
Reminds me of a scene on This Is Gus.
Stop it.
I remember they used that song too in this montage.
It's a great song.
Yeah,
it's a great song. But like,
so am I go to the beginning of this?
You can go to the beginning of the other one. Yeah.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah,
hey.
Are you 3?
Everyone loves a slow guitar.
You birthday girl?
I'm like, damn. She was 3 2 years ago. Where'd the last 2 years go?
COVID.
Your little hands wrapped around my finger, and it's so quiet in the world tonight.
That's why I brought up that song. I was like,
Ben's big head.
Cause you're dreaming, so I tuck you in, turn on your favorite
Chip off the old blockhead,
right?
Yeah.
To you, everything's funny.
So I make these little videos, and I'm like, yeah, they're really nice to make. Makes me fucking sad though, because I'm like,
I mean, you're forcing yourself to be.
Yeah,
sad.
but I feel like they're right things.
Just collecting memories.
Just collecting memories. Look at Ben. I play this. So I want you to look at this little cue ball.
Who? Ben?
Ben, because the time has come. We're getting a haircut.
Look at Sarah doing everything as Rich just stands there and films.
Yeah. Take it in the moment.
Take it in the moment.
So I got their school pictures. And Sarah finally agreed it's time. Because Emmy got hers, her graduation photo. Here's Emmy's graduation photo.
Oh, that's so cute.
Her little cap and gown.
Oh, that's so cute.
So yeah.
Stop it.
Emmy graduating pre-K. And Ben got his. And Sarah's like, okay, you're absolutely right now. Because they decided how to style his hair, because his hair is, his hair's just fucking long and wild.
He's like the kid with uncombable, uncontrollable hair.
Yeah. So they parted it down the middle, and this is Ben's school photo. Now it looks cute and all, but Sarah's like, all right, he needs a haircut.
She's adorable.
Like, he needs a haircut.
I call that the Cocker Spaniel.
Like, that's just a big ass head of hair, right?
They call that the Mad Dog.
I mean, he's got a lot. The kid's got a lot of hair. So
kid's got hair.
I think today or tomorrow is the day, and I'm trying to decide how short do I go.
Are you gonna cut it?
I think you give them the Dominican cut.
Like the Dominican Lou?
Shape up? Like a little thing?
No, like that famous meme of like, when the kid's mom is dating a Dominican guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How do you know his mom's dating a Dominican dude?
Because it's a white boy with a Dominican guy's haircut. I think you give him that look.
So
take him to a Dominican barber for sure.
Do I just give it a really good cut, or, I mean, I see a lot of kids, but you don't paint the clippers to a little kid's head, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, wouldn't that be a little drastic for him to have like a shaved underside?
I mean, if you want to give him a cool boy haircut, you don't have to, but I would.
I think the sides and the back. Yeah. When your mom starts fucking a Dominican barber, it's a great meme.
I think you get Ben that one.
It's like my nephew.
If you're not watching, it's a little white kid with a really Dominican looking haircut.
Tight fade and lines in his head and
It's
little
all shaped up.
Shaped up, yeah. So I'm thinking, if I go, will I be going too drastic if I give the kid a shape up? If I take Ben from I
don't think so.
Floppy head like this to a shape up, like he has such a big head.
Got a noggin.
We got to keep it long on top.
I mean, you got a big head.
Just a matter of do I totally eliminate
just give him your
mullet?
Haircut. Give him your haircut.
Yeah, a version of yours. It doesn't have to be a short.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like anything
it's a
I do,
boy haircut.
I feel like anything I do, Sarah's going to be sad about. But she's like, she knows I have to do it.
When are you doing it?
I think I want to do it today or tomorrow.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
Yeah. So Ben's hair. Today's the last day. Because you know why? It's uncontrollable. It really is. It just
you should give him less pomp, more adore. Oh, as the commercial goes.
Yeah,
I believe they say that in like a
he's got
Supercuts commercial.
Too much back hair, too much like mullet going on.
Less pomp, more adore.
Yeah, less pomp, more adore. But yeah, that's I guess that's fortunately, that's the big deal in my life today. What to do with Ben's hair, because I just feel like Sarah.
Cut that shit.
Sarah's like,
there's a place in Tarzana.
I know, I've been there.
Where they sit in little race cars and shit.
Yeah, that's where they got their first haircuts.
It's right there. It's right around the corner from where my sister lives.
I know exactly. That's where we went.
Next to the Uba Tuba.
They're terrible hair cutters, but it's a good vibe.
Bowl place.
It's like old.
Use the acai, eat the acai bowl, and then use the bowl to cut Ben's hair.
As Addie told me, anyone that cuts kids' hair it's really not good at cutting hair because if you're cutting kids' hair, you don't really have clientele, but you might have a gimmick. So give them a Viking cut, man. Maybe I'll give them a Viking cut. Mullets are back in style again, but yeah, that's honestly not a problem, not an issue. It's just that's what's on my mind now.
Yeah, Kenny Powers.
Kenny Powers.
Right now, he has like a Prince Valiant or something.
I just know Sarah. I just don't want Sarah to be sad. Like, his hair is gone. It's my baby and all that shit.
He has a Dutch boy. He has a Dutch boy.
He does. He is a little Dutch boy.
He's a Dutch boy.
So.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah.
He's a Dutch boy.
Look at it. They see it again. It's cute. I mean, he looks adorable.
Oh, yeah. Look at his little Dutch
like
boy.
He-Man or something. Yeah, he definitely has a Cocker Spaniel haircut. So.
Big ass hair. Yeah, but then again, I feel like I had long hair as a kid, but then eventually I had the fucking Bieber. Yeah, I'll take him to the kid haircut place. It's never really busy, and they stink in there. But they have race car. You know what it is? It's like reject barbers and hairstylists, but they have race car chairs. So that's but it's a gimmick.
It's a good gimmick. I'm sure they're doing all right. That place has been open
since you lived down here.
Since I lived right around the corner from there.
All right. Well, that's let me write that. That's done.
Oh yeah, give him the lion mullet.
Lion mullet.
Oh, the same. Yeah, the lion head.
Lion mullet.
I saw something.
Think you definitely give him a fade.
Yeah, I think.
But not like it doesn't have to be skin tight.
It doesn't have to be Dominican.
Yeah,
but it could be
like a 2-clip.
Yeah. Do you trust like a 50-year-old woman that works at a little kid salon with the clippers?
Yeah,
all right.
Because it's not going to be perfect, but it's because kids don't sit still either. So.
True. Clippers.
Goodbye to the locks. Yeah,
goodbye.
Yeah, give him that.
The Mark Davis.
Ben's hair.
The Mark Davis.
Give him the Mark Davis.
Yeah, give him the Mark Davis.
Your Uncle Mark. It's Rich's uncle, owner of the Raiders.
True.
He has the Captain Kangaroo.
Now, I saw something, Covino. Speaking of Mark Davis, he's the owner of what team?
The Raiders.
From?
Las Vegas.
Do you see the big news out of Las Vegas? Oh, clearly you did not.
The big news out of Las Vegas? What,
Yes.
New residency or something?
No, Katy Perry's going back to her residency. Adele's trying to get hers, but it has nothing to do with residency.
The big news in Vegas. I don't know.
The estate of one...
Chris Angel retiring?
No. The estate of one Elvis Presley has cracked down, and there is no longer the ability to impersonate Elvis in Las Vegas and get married.
Really?
The estate is cracked down, and Elvis impersonators and the idea of Elvis marrying you.
That's so Vegas, though.
Why? So Vegas.
Spot, look, it's on. I think it's even on TMZ. No more Elvis in Vegas. Like the estate is finally putting the foot down. Like this is not what Elvis would have wanted. And the idea of like Elvis impersonators marrying you, they're going to crack down and start fining people and they're taking their rights back. So yeah, for everyone that's gotten married by Elvis impersonators could be banned from Las Vegas wedding chapels.
Wow. Lucky I got in when I could.
Elvis may be leaving the building.
The license company that owns his image and likeness is ordering chapels to stop using Elvis in themed ceremonies.
It's so funny. There's a guy I used to work
cease and
with.
desist letter.
Yeah, they're getting cease and desist. So I mean,
sucks.
It's official.
There's a random dude. He was a game show host. He hosted like the new Press Your Luck. He hosted a bunch of stuff. His name is Todd Newton.
Could you get?
And I worked with him for a minute.
Todd Newton wasn't he on 102.7?
I broadcasted with him. Yeah.
Can you still get Elvis at your wedding?
That's a great question.
I worked with this guy, Todd Newton, briefly, but we had some cool moments. He was a game show host. I saw that he married like a friend of a friend on social media, and the Elvis that was there when I got married was his Elvis.
Oh,
and
not anymore. That Elvis
recognized
Elvis
the guy.
is retired.
I was
He's
like,
done.
oh shit, that's the same dude, because I remember the photos.
So if you planned on doing a second Elvis wedding with Jordan, No can do.
She would never do that.
No can do. No can do. So
who's
Elvis,
all right, here's the
Elvis.
question though: if there's no Elvis, who's like the next like biggest?
Who's gonna marry you?
Yeah, who replaces Elvis?
Not Michael Jackson. That doesn't hit the right way. Wayne Newton, no one cares about. Who is the next person to marry people in a funny ceremony?
Like, who's the next Elvis?
Yeah, who's the
When it
person
comes
who
to
has
being-
impersonators?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of impersonators, but I mean, of that level, right? But that's just so synonymous with that cheesy Vegas vibe to me.
Mhm.
So, but hey, I missed that news, Rich.
Funky
Missed it.
Monkey said they went to Vegas this past weekend, and the chapel that they had gotten married in demolished. Yeah, a lot of these Vegas wedding chapels, Elvis stuff, might be a thing of the past. Maybe, but I would say Siegfried and Roy, but they're, one's dead, and maybe they're both dead. Maybe Donald Trump. That's a good one, Bill. Donald Trump impersonators marrying you.
A lot of the Elvis themery is that he had a lot of love songs that go along with the little quick celebration.
Yeah, maybe Prince.
Like,
who will marry you?
Love me tender,
love me tender.
love me. I can't.
Is that your amazing mother's favorite song? What was your mother's favorite song, Spot? Wasn't it that one? Didn't you play that at her service or something?
No, she liked. There was a version of a song that he did that she loved.
Wait, does that mean that your marriage never counted and you get all the alimony and spousal back?
It's a little late for that. Yeah.
It was kind of like a gospel song that he did.
Sinatra, some type of Rat Pack marries you, but no, without Elvis, I think the novelty's gone. I don't think there is a replacement. I think it's just get married at the chapel in Vegas. But the whole idea of the fun novelty of we got married by Elvis, that might be one of those. Remember the other day we said a list of things that we'll never see again, bars of soap and alarm clocks. Getting married by Elvis will be a reference that younger kids will be like, what do you mean married by Elvis? What does that even mean?
Feel better about my decision now.
Think about no, you could say it's like a rare card.
Yeah.
It's like you did something. It's like flying on the Concorde before the Concorde stopped flying. Like you got married by Elvis before it stopped.
That's the ticket.
Maybe Ellen or Chris Angel, Sammy Davis Jr. I don't know. Doc from Back to the Future. The answers you guys are giving are great.
Well,
but
here's another question: what are all these guys going to do now?
I know. What do you do if you can't
just live with great sideburns? I don't know.
Yeah. I assume they were. Are they all real wigs or are they wigs?
I don't know.
Wigs. Yeah, of course. There's a lot of wigs. What do they do? That's another question.
I used to marry people in Vegas. Damn. Well, no more Elvis. I thought you'd get a kick out of that, considering you went that route, and now it's
surreal.
Now it's real. Now, is that moment surreal? Take us through that, because you never even talked about it. No, we never saw you get married because you and your ex decided randomly to just let's get married in Vegas.
Yeah, it was very spontaneous. True story.
So if it was that spontaneous, what do
Rich
you?
always tells a story that I just happened to have. We were wearing normal clothes. Like I was wearing a button down. I was wearing Cadillac sneakers and jeans. Sweet. I had a mohawk.
Nice.
And Layla happened to have like a white sundress with her. There was no like planning involved.
But I have a question.
Awesome.
What do you think back? Like, what memories do you have of that? Being that it was such a
the only conscious decision we had to make was get a license. It was very easy to do.
Did they do it at the same place, or do you have to go?
No, it's in the same.
You have to go to the courthouse or something.
Yeah, but
you're an indecisive guy. Was it like what she was like? Let's do it, and you're like, okay, fine, let's do it.
Felt right, but felt wrong all at the same time. Only because it was like, oh, geez.
Did you dread telling your mom because your mom's like,
oh yeah, it's horrible.
Oh, my baby Steven, like
I feel
your
like my
mom
parents hung up on me. It was like I called them like, yeah, guys, just so you know. And it was like, you did what? I got married in Vegas. Yeah, it was awkward.
Oh my
God.
I was gonna say
it's always great when no one's happy for you,
right?
Yeah.
But I just imagine. But I just imagine how like your mother was like so loving to you, like my baby Steven. Like she was probably like he got married and I wasn't there.
Apparently, my mom cried on the front lawn for like 3 days.
Oh, on the front lawn for 3 days.
And I think my brother took a picture of it.
That's why I never. That's why I
Look
never.
what you did to mom.
Look what you fucking ruined mom.
Sorry, man.
That's why I never told. I never told my mother that I eloped. I felt bad. I recently told my sister.
What did she say?
I feel like she was a little disappointed.
What does she care?
We're
Why
very
would you-
close.
why would you do that, Christian?
Carol, like your
Very
sister,
close family.
Yeah, but you had a beautiful wedding spot. Like your
I
sister's
know,
like,
but she
really,
was-
Christian, I'm
By
disappointed
the way,
that you eloped on the beach.
On a side note, I got to tell you, it was right for me because I never wanted that hoopla. I still don't want that hoopla. I don't like being the center of attention in that way. That was part of the reason I agreed to it is because like the alternative of actually trying to have an event where people weren't happy for me anyway, and this awkward event of marriage with my family, like I never wanted any part of that. So I was like, yeah, this is a great option for me.
So you never wanted to get married in front of your family?
Never. No.
Isn't that how most people get married?
I mean, that's good for you. It's not good for me.
Not good for me. I'm saying like not me. Like,
don't like
most people get married with their family present.
I don't. My family's awkward. So
To go to a wedding of their son?
I mean, I don't think I never felt that kind of support. So in that way.
But I'm saying like don't make it seem weird. Like it's not peculiar
weird for me.
No, but
I'm not saying it's a peculiar
not
thing.
me. Don't look at me. I'm saying in general, it's not peculiar
never
to get
wanted
married
that.
in front of your family.
Never
They're
wanted
your
that. It's
You're
awkward.
the one that always like family's number one.
My family makes everything awkward, dude. And I say that kindly. I don't know any other way to express that. So I'm like, yeah, this is a great option. So for me, it was a great option, and I felt right and wrong about it.
Is it true? Is it true? You're pricing out you're pressing out ceremonies for you and Jordan by Joe Exotic and Carol Baskin?
No, it wasn't about being tacky. It was just about getting it done.
This guy's available,
and it seemed fun.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah, this guy will marry.
This guy will marry you,
and it was fun. By the way, it was fun. It was fun. I think
your mom just cried on the front lawn for 3 days.
It was fun. It was fun in the moment.
She's still out there. Look what you did to mom, yo.
Yeah. So
the front lawn.
Awkward. But the story was we were talking about it and a song came on the radio. I blame Mikey Piff. It was the Bruno Mars song.
I blame Mikey Piff for a lot of things.
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
think I want to marry
yeah,
you.
like, oh, fuck. Then I guess let's just do it. Fuck it. And didn't put much thought into it. But
It's just a beautiful
we weren't going
life.
anywhere at the time. We had a kid. So, I mean, I don't need a reminder.
It's a sign. Yeah, going out of business.
Yeah. Grand opening, grand closing. But it was a good option for me. It really was. So, no regrets. Story.
Hey, no, it's part.
Elvis was there.
Listen,
I really don't have any regrets.
As,
I had a kid. I was trying to do the right thing. I don't have any regrets for trying to do the right thing.
as Toby and Kate say on This Is Us, just because our story didn't end together, still part of your story.
Oh, and it wasn't me, though. It wasn't me
Yeah.
pushing for it. It was just me saying, all right, fuck it.
Eventually she'll get over it.
There'll be a day. There'll be a day.
If you go to Google Maps, you could see my mom still sitting on the front lawn.
She was there so
It's
long.
true.
No,
No,
she was
it's-
there so long
Yeah.
that
She's on
the
the
Google
Google
Map
Street View.
truck pass. Yeah.
Which, by the way, is a funny story, but if you Google mapped where my parents lived, my dad was on the front lawn. Remember that? Like mowing the lawn, shirt off or something?
Who's the fuck's out there?
My dad's on the front lawn on Google, or was on
Yeah.
Google Maps. Now, or actually in the earlier
it's not-
2000s.
After you got married in Vegas, didn't you get a no regrets tattoo?
I mean, it may sound ironic and like I'm lying, but I don't have regrets. I regret having to like pay for that decision, but I don't regret doing it.
No, I don't think you should. That's part of your
And it was
life
nice.
choices.
Melody was there, and no, I really don't. It was fun. You know,
do you know those
it
awkward-
seemed
you know
a little
those-
rock star to me.
You know those
Yes.
awkward.
It was the Covino house.
You know those awkward.
What were
Yeah,
the-
wait, is that your mom behind the tree crying?
No, she's sitting in front of the bench.
Wait a minute.
She's on the little jungle gym in the back. What were the rules again for wiffle ball? You hit the brick. It's
Bricks a double,
bricks a double,
triple.
Final sightings, triple home runs,
Home
over
runs,
roof.
the roof.
Over the roof. If you called it ahead of the game,
Grand slam.
automatic 4 points.
Wow.
So it gets you right back in the game, and that's it was doable if you got it on the right side. It was doable, period. But
Hey,
best football field
your
ever.
mother's. Oh, wait, is your mom in the azalea bushes? Is that where your mom? She's sitting there crying? Why,
No,
Steven? Why?
You can see her in the window.
She's lighting. You see her in the window lighting candles.
Lighting candles.
Why did he? Why?
Is anyone home? Very intrigued.
Wagon wheel. That's my dad talking to Sanchez, the bird. You can see him in the side room.
Sanchez. Hey. Well,
It's okay. I showed your house, right? I didn't put the address on.
yeah. Shirtless Big Steve raking leaves.
That's how he did it.
Yeah, I'll be honest. The only reason
He's
Big
slowing
Steve
down with the raking of the leaves, though.
The only reason Big Steve's not in that photo raking leaves is because he was in the backyard skimming the pool.
For real.
Probably one of the two.
Yeah. There's no more pool, though. But yeah, that's totally, you nailed it, Mauser. Dad is always, out front, raking the leaves, being nosy, talking to a neighbor.
But that's dad life. I do that now. I'm outside picking.
But no one else did. In his defense, who else was doing it?
I'm picking
Not
little
me.
dead rosebuds. I'm picking weeds. I'm looking around. That's my one dad trait so far, where I'm like, man, I'm the guy that's like picking my weeds and like assessing like the house.
By the way, I mean, to wrap up the previous story, very dreamlike, very surreal. Fun yet awkward.
How'd you call your mom, by the way? Right afterwards, or did you wait a day and be like, "Oh,
my
this
dad
is
was like sleeping, East Coast." And I got lots of great pictures of the moment. We had, we made our own little albums and everything.
Oh, there's your dad.
Hey, who the fuck are you?
Who's this asshole driving by taking pictures?
Look at this car. It's got weird things on it.
That's when my dad had the Rad 4. Remember?
Back off. What do you want, my wagon wheel?
Yeah, what are you looking at? Beat it.
Yeah, someone trying to scope out my wagon wheel.
Taking my wagon wheel and this box of stuff that's on the front.
Kiss my keister.
Stick it in your keister.
What was he doing? Was he cleaning out the garage?
How do you find that, by the way?
Apparently, who said it? Vic in Toronto. You can go through historical views. I didn't realize that. You can look at all the views.
You believe that?
Wow.
My dad. Look how mad he looks, too.
Is that what the siding is now blue or is it still tan?
No, it's blue now.
Yeah, so that's an older photo.
Yeah, this is old.
This is from
I
2016.
told you, my parents are always doing something.
Hey, beat it. Government asshole taking pictures of me. What is this for?
Trump.
Fuck. It's so funny.
And they're trying to steal my RAV4.
Whose car is that?
That was you want to know the true story behind that?
Yeah.
I know. Can I tell you? The neighbor died and left it, right?
Neighbor died and
Gave
they
it to
sold
you.
the car to my dad for cheap because it had like no miles on it. And my dad just ran it to the ground. My dad actually said he felt like weird about it after a while and got rid of it.
Wagon wheel. Yeah, spirits in there. Fuck this car.
So that's some Throwback Thursday goodness. That's just funny, right?
It's interesting.
If you do go back further, you will see my mom in a crisscross applesauce position crying on the lawn.
Are you serious?
Yeah, crying on lawn. Yeah. Stephen, why? Hey, Mom, I got great news. I'm in Las Vegas.
I would
married.
never. I had to present it like, hey, sorry. I'm so sorry, man.
have something to
sorry,
tell
I'm a
you.
grown man with a kid. I'm so sorry, Dad. But yeah, you got married. Yeah, I feel good about it. I had fun. Yeah, dude, just tell Mom and like, hope everything's all right. Bye.
Yeah, you did what? But
It was awkward as fuck.
3 days later.
your mother's still crying, sitting on the front lawn.
Yeah, it sucked.
Man.
I mean, in retrospect, I guess they saw something that, I wasn't concerned with, but,
You brought up something interesting. I got so many dumb thoughts we haven't even got to. You brought up the neighbor died and gave your dad the car or sold it to him cheap or something. I recently...
No, the neighbor died and his wife sold the car to my dad.
Oh, so...
It's not like he died and he came back and he's like, I want you to have...
the car is
I don't want to confuse anybody. It wasn't a Stranger Things episode.
So confused.
My neighbor... I was helping my neighbor move a piece of furniture. I'm palling around with my neighbors, nice people. Old people in my neighborhood are nice. And just small talking. And I'm talking about all the random people. She's, always talks about how the people that owned our house before us were just such a nice people and how they'd be happy that we're the ones in the house. But, nice conversation. And I was like, yeah, give me the scoop on some of these neighbors. I know some of them are like, the guy Jason lives there. He seems like a nice dude. This person seems nice. That guy's from the East Coast. We're talking neighbors. And she goes, well, you see the White House over there? And I go, yeah, nice house. She goes, well, we used to know everyone in this neighborhood. In fact,
Joe Biden lives there.
The old lady that lived there, she goes, terrible story. She goes, old lady tripped and fell in her pool, and her family found her dead floating in the pool, like in the 90s or something. I'm like, what? I'm like, do the people that live there now know this? And she goes, I don't know. And then I told her the story. I'm like, Covino, the guy you see every day that I work with, my business partner. I'm like, yeah, a neighbor in his building did some asshole move like that. That was like, hey, I remember when someone dropped dead in your kitchen. So later, And, what is the rule? She was
He
telling me.
apologized to me, by the way.
Was it 3 to 5 years? Anything longer than that, you don't have to disclose?
I don't know the rule. I don't. I forget.
And then her and I had a discussion of
But I had specific. I think it's upon request, and I did ask. Anyone dying here or anything?
But her and I were talking about.
No.
Is there a difference?
But again, technically, he died on my patio.
Does it have to? To you, does it matter? Is there a difference? Some people say, "Who gives a shit at all?" But is there a difference if it's a natural death or like a murder or weird accident? Like if she's like, well, your house. She's like, the woman that lived in your house. I mean, she was sadly very sick for years, and hospice, and she had cancer, and she may have died like just in her sleep in your home. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't really bother me at all. But like, if someone was murdered in your house, isn't that different?
Yeah. Hello.
No, but I'm saying like, if some old lady died in the home you own because she was 80 and like, Agnes died in her sleep. Oh, that's sad. Man, it's still that someone died here.
I mean, how could you even like make the comparison?
Someone was
got brutally murdered, as opposed to just dying peacefully of old age or natural causes. Like, yeah.
What would you say about the concept of the pool? Like if you were buying a home and they're like, yeah, the house is great, but the pool, someone fell, hit their head, rolled in the pool and drowned. Would you be like, ooh, would that creep you out, or be like, yeah, it
would creep me out a little bit?
Creep you out, Spot?
It would totally creep me out.
Yeah.
I don't think it's justified, but it would creep me out.
I found out as an adult that either my grandfather or my grandmother died in the room that I used to sleep in.
Yeah.
And my mother tried to dance around it. And I was like, did they die in there? She's like, well, they weren't really like pronounced dead in the room.
But they were dead, weren't they, Mom?
I'm like, but they died, didn't they? She's like, well, I don't know. But yeah, so someone definitely died in that room. My brother swears our other house, the second house.
Yeah.
My grandmother's house. He swears it's haunted.
Could very well be.
Michael Mauser's on fire today. He says, so Rich, do you have to disclose that the dog sitter murdered your toilet when you sell this house?
Yes, I do. I do. See it back toilet? Yeah,
only
murder.
If you sell it within 3 years.
Oh, boy.
Be sure to disclose that information to the next owner.
Want to get into some news?
Not a whole lot, but rando news.
But let's do some rando news.
Rando news.
By the way, let me ask you, being that you were your family had a pool growing up. Spot, you had a pool. Remember when it broke and went everywhere? Growing up?
Yes, Rich.
I had a Mr. Turtle pool.
Well, you don't find that funny that Spot's brother like jumped against the side of the pool, and since it was an above ground pool, it just sort of like water everywhere?
I'll show you a picture of the pool.
That shit makes me laugh.
Spotty went floating away.
Spot was on a raft on Route 22. So,
and it was at night too. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Well, in rando news, LeBron James is officially a billionaire.
I saw that.
Why would you start with that?
I mean, is there a rule of what I should start with?
What's the biggest story of the past 24 hours?
According to reports, LeBron James is officially a billionaire.
Yeah.
LeBron made about $121.2 million last year, which Forbes says makes James the first active NBA player to make the billionaire list. Michael Jordan is the only other basketball billionaire.
Magic Johnson's not a billionaire?
Is it sports?
How many?
How many billionaires are there?
Fat burgers does he have?
Here's
That's true.
Here's the Sorge family pool.
Look at that.
Sorry.
The Sorge family pool. So which brother was it? Ed or J-Rock?
It was. I'm pretty sure it was James.
Your brother James J-Rock. What he like ran against the side of it and broke, and the whole thing just exploded.
I'm pretty sure he jumped in on a tube,
and it just the pressure
the pressure on the side of the metal just busted it open.
Is that when he decided to hit the gym?
Look at all the kids in that pool. This thing was not built for that many people.
No. Let me ask you. Being that they're doing construction on my roof, there's a little dust getting everywhere. Obviously, because they're ripping down a 50-year-old roof and putting up a brand new roof. Oh. Dust is everywhere.
Should I be concerned about asbestos in my lungs?
Oh, I thought you were getting a new roof.
I don't know.
I'm
How is there asbestos on a roof?
I don't know. I don't know about stuff.
He's got asbestos.
So
I have the best asbestos.
I looked online. If there's like a little dust that's like floating in your pool that like you feel like the skimmer's not really getting up, I was like, ooh, do I need to do something? And the pool guy was like, No, that's what the filter does. It's like in a day, it'll look. Would you assume that you needed to do something for that? No.
No. I'm serious.
I was looking up videos of like people like, how do you remove like a layer of fucking film or dust on a pool? And they're like one day, that's why you have a filter and a pump and all that shit. I'm like, oh, I guess it makes sense. In other news, the big news, Johnny Depp wins the defamation case against Amber Heard, and
he gets $15 million.
$15 million, which was settled down. Some part of it was cut, and then she won a little part of the case. That was a couple million. So he owes her shy of $10 million, and already her and her people are saying like, I don't have any money. So he's not getting anything because apparently she has nothing.
I saw Dolph Lundgren spoke on her behalf, just saying, his experience working with her. I didn't even know he was into Aquaman. He was in Aquaman? Dolph Lundgren? I don't know. He said, like, she was a pleasant person to work with.
Maybe she's a huge Rocky IV fan. Who knows?
But I was thinking about it on a personal level, and I saw Johnny Depp made a public statement to all his supporters.
Thank you to the jury. Thank you for the jury and the public for helping me gain my reputation back. And everything.
I saw that, but and it's a big victory for Johnny Depp. But is it really though? It's like that's someone he loved and was married to and shit.
Yeah, but
it's sad. In reality, the fact that they had to drag each other through all of this, there can't be a sense of victory for the guy.
Of course there is.
If this happened to you,
that's
I feel
fucking
like
horrible.
If this happened to you
in real life, that's horrible.
If a situation like this happened to you, I feel like you would feel a little bit victorious.
Maybe a sense of relief, but like the fact that you had to go through that with someone that you loved,
stick it to the man.
Still sad.
Yeah, but they also had no kids. They had no kids together. That's a big factor. Like I feel like
he still feels a little bad. Like that's someone he cared about.
Yeah, I bet you part of the only reason why you have any compassion for your ex is probably because she's also the mother of your child. Johnny Depp and her did not have a kid.
I feel there's an expression that my family uses, and we misuse it all the time. But it's like, don't you feel sorry for them a little bit?
Is it the one, the Spanish one with the dog?
Yeah, pero is
that's a different one.
Your mother sent.
I get this feeling that Johnny Depp has to feel a little bit of pity.
I think he
feels sorry for Amber Heard in some weird way.
Everyone
life is ruined.
No,
dude.
she labeled him and did like open hit pieces against him and made him look like a fucking abusing piece of shit. And he may be a piece of shit, but Amber Heard got what was coming to her. And let me tell you.
Yeah, but the fact that you had to go through all of that just to prove your innocence, to gain your reputation, that's like
19 billion. That's the number. 19 billion social media views on things that were hashtagged justice for Johnny. His public support was astronomical. And, he's thanking everyone. And then, Amber Heard has to say, she has to stick to her story. And her whole thing is like, this is just a big step back for women. Is it, or is it justice against a fucking lunatic woman who tried to bring down a man?
I mean,
why can't that be it?
If you just go to social media or OnlyFans, it's a giant step back for women, I think.
You think it is?
Yeah. What?
You think
all these women trying to get ahead, and then there's so many women taking cheap routes to get ahead? I don't think that's doing anything
You think
positive.
This is a step back for women?
Oh, no. I said it. It's not what I said.
Oh.
That's not what I said.
Oh, what did you say?
I said if that's a step back for women.
Oh, no.
People should just go to social media.
She's saying it's a step back for women because that's her only defense of like, when they're like Amber, when they would say things like, Amber, what do you think of this? And Camille Vasquez, when she would go at Amber Heard and be like, Miss Heard, so what you're saying, like, I could promise you that Camille Vasquez is either going to be on some huge cases moving forward, or I guarantee someone's trying to get her to do some type of reality show, or she may be the next Judge Judy for all we know. Like, that's a big deal for her. She won over the public as well. And I know Jordan, I know your girl's been watching that every day.
Yeah.
Every day. So justice for Johnny.
The defecation trial blues.
Yeah, I saw her post something on social media like she's bummed that it's over. Like every day she'd be watching it for hours.
Wow. I saw that too on TikTok.
But he got vindicated. Listen, imagine if some woman went public about you're a piece of shit, you did this, you did that, and you
still feel bad about it. I mean, you're human.
If your ex this is from Jason, if your ex had said untrue things about you that cost you your career, and really hurt your bottom line and everything and your reputation.
I want that victory, but would it really feel like a victory? I would still feel
if
bad.
the world saw that you were right and she was a piece of shit and you're Johnny Depp, you wouldn't feel.
Well, it's better. That's the best outcome, but I would feel terrible that I had to go through all that just to do that. I would feel terrible about it. And then we had to fucking drag each other through the mud publicly for this victory.
I don't know if it's hard to
Quote,
find
unquote.
spot, but Camille Vasquez said something. I would have told you ahead of time if I remembered.
So the answer is
Camille
yeah,
Vasquez
I would feel torn and upset about it.
She said something to Amber Heard that was such a oh my God, woman. If it wasn't a courtroom, Amber Heard would have been like, you are a piece of shit. I guess Camille Vasquez hit Amber Heard hard many times. And in a court of law, when you're an attorney questioning someone, if you're on the stand, you can't snap back because then you look unhinged. So many times Camille Vasquez said something snippy and Amber Heard had to bite her tongue. Camille went through this thing where she's talking about Johnny Depp had all these people from different chapters of his life, workers, front doormen, bodyguards, cooks, regular people came to his defense because they know he was wronged. The only people that showed up in court for Amber Heard were her sister and people that were being paid 6 figures to testify. So it was the only people on Amber Heard's side that would be willing to come to court, Covino, were her sister and people that were being paid thousands of dollars to show up and testify, paid experts. So that was such a, I felt like it was her best low blow because it's Johnny Depp has the support of all these regular people. The only people that believe you or support you or your sister or people you paid. And it was ooh.
You know how we're fixated on aging and getting old and time flying? Jordan was watching Pirates of the Caribbean and you could noticeably see how handsome he looks and vibrant and everything, right?
He's older now,
How old do you think he was? I did the math. I'm like, wow, this movie came out in 2000, I believe, or 2002.
Shit, so he probably went from late 30s to late 50s?
He was 39 to 50s, 58 now.
Yeah, late 30s to So look at it this way.
Damn.
Look at it this way, Covino.
Just bums me out. I'm like, even Johnny Depp couldn't fight Father Time. Where am I going to be in 5 years?
But look at it from the perspective of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard when they were happy and together. They show the before and after pictures of even them together. They both just looked young and happy. And now when they did the side by side, they're old and miserable. I think he's still a handsome enough guy if he gets ready for a role. He's a handsome guy.
He's got a lot of style.
Yeah. Spot, you got anything from her or no?
Yeah, he's still good looking for.
Let's see what Spot's got.
Almost 60.
Here.
You may have noticed that no one showed up for Miss Heard in this courtroom other than her sister. Every other witness who traveled to Virginia for her was a paid expert. This is a woman who burns bridges. Her close friends don't show up for her.
Ooh.
Mr. Rottenborn tried to discredit Mr. Depp's witnesses by suggesting they're all on Mr. Depp's payroll. So he doubled down on the hoax theory, that everyone's just lying. First of all, it's not even true Keaton Wyatt is on his payroll. Ben King isn't on his payroll. Officer Melissa Sines isn't on his payroll. Morgan Tremaine isn't on his payroll. Officer Tyler Haddon, he's not on his payroll. Beverly Leonard, Alejandro Romero, Brandon Patterson, Morgan Knight. None of those people are on his payroll. And Kate Moss is most definitely not on Mr. Depp's payroll. Ms. Heard wants you to believe that all these people are lying. Let's talk about the Boston plane.
So she goes on and on, but she is just pointing out the facts. If you are someone that has no one that wants you to get your back, or you have no support other than your sister who's sitting there with a puss grin the whole time, Amber Heard's sister, that's the only support you have.
Sour.
What does that say about their person? Right?
She nailed it.
Yeah.
She burns bridges. I've known many people.
Yeah.
The same type of
persona. Same type of ability to not keep relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a weird thing.
It's a great indicator of,
and by the way,
person's behavior and how they carry themselves.
Like I said, 19 billion social media likes and views on things that had to do with supporting Johnny Depp. All right, LeBron James, billionaire, Amber Heard,
Former
Johnny Depp.
NFL running back Marion Barber passed away at 38 in Frisco, Texas.
People are saying he was very troubled after he was out of the NFL, and who knows what the story is.
It was after a wellness check or something like that. So the causes of death are unknown.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad. You know, someone with all that talent, 38 years old. I saw one of our Rashans, I think Rashawn Powers, actually played against him at a collegiate level.
Rashawn Neal?
Level. Rashawn Neal?
Yeah.
I said one of our Rashans. I saw it on social media. Rashawn Neal was saying like he was one of the best he ever played against.
Yeah.
And I mean, the guy was in the NFL.
Yeah.
So, but you know, when you make it to that level, you're a superstar wherever you came from.
Not only that, I just feel like there's probably some sense of like, what now? And we don't talk about that enough because you assume everyone's Tom Brady that plays a magical career and then goes right to the broadcast booth and this and that. There's a lot of guys that play a couple years in the NFL. They've peaked their whole life to get there. Yeah, they make money, but then it's like, now I'm 30. Now what? And of course, you know, something's going to set in, some type of depression or where am I? Who am I? You don't think there's an identity crisis that goes along with all athletes when they're done?
Oh, what? Of course there is.
Look, I mean, he's made a ton of money, but just to show you how quick it comes and goes, do you see Robbie Cano has already been let go by the Padres?
Sad.
Like,
such a great player.
Grand opening, grand closing, right?
Most hits in the 2000s. Superstar player, man.
Both Rashans apparently are the same Rashan. They just use different names and different things.
Oh, see? Well, there you go.
So we got, I thought we had two Rashans.
Man, I thought there was like lots of Rashans.
Man.
Fuck, man.
So now Covino's thinking, one less cool black guy. I think, listen.
Fuck, we need more black guys.
Man. All right. Spot, I want to ask you a question because I feel like you'll disagree with me.
Rest in peace, and it's Marion Barber. Sad story.
It's a really good indicator of. I feel like Spot's going to disagree, and it's. What was the example you used?
Now you've challenged me to disagree.
Well, now I feel like I want you. If you agree, you're going to feel sad because you'll be like, "Man, I wanted to fight Rich."
I do.
Remember our classic example of
the Dickie dive.
Our classic example of. There was two of them. Who play? All right, let me play. Let me remember the game.
I know. Robin Wright was in.
No.
Oh, is that what you're going?
No. I want to remember his name without asking you.
Give me a hint.
From
just so I could know.
From Homeland and from Princess Bride.
Oh.
I'll write it down just to show what.
Should I? Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I'm not gonna say it.
Of course. I wrote it down. Don't look. I cheated.
I didn't say. I saw you put an M. Magoo. Michael. Miguel. Mauricio.
Oh, I'll never get it.
Monty.
Come on. Nobody help him. The first person that helps him is getting a timeout on the YouTube chat.
Mandy Patinkin.
Who said it?
No one. I was thinking Mandy Patinkin. How I argued that he was best known for Homeland, and you were like Princess Bride and other things, and Spot made an argument, and then we argued about the dude who played the doctor in This Is Us.
Yeah,
Gerald McRaney, who was fantastic on the.
Made your dad.
He was on the second to last episode, like the real emotional episode when Rebecca dies on This Is Us. Like he was fantastic. Like Gerald McRaney. We argued where he's best known from. Today's someone's birthday, and I just feel like Spot and I may disagree. Dennis Haysbert. Best known as Pedro Serrano.
No, he's the president from 24.
Are you in good hands?
I know, are you in good hands?
Or is he best known for the Allstate commercials?
I guess that would be the number one
Are you
thing.
in good hands?
How would you? But I won't disagree. I won't disagree with you because I've watched all the things you're speaking of. I love 24, but rank those things.
As far as non-commercial work,
yeah.
I mean, yes, he is but that's like saying J.K. Simmons is the farmer's guy.
Some people might know him best from that. Spot, rank those three things: Serrano, the president on 24, and Are You in Good Hands, Allstate.
For notoriety, he's the Allstate guy.
I know him best from crying on our show when he talked about his brother.
Did I ever post that video?
Fucking great. He told a story on our show.
I'll post the video.
Where his brother said to him on his deathbed, like, go fulfill your dream. Like, you want to be an actor, do it for me. He told that story on our show and cried. We were like, fuck, Pedro Serrano's crying. And
so I would argue, Are You in Good Hands, Allstate. Then 24.
I bet you a lot of people right now are listening saying, oh shit, that's Pedro Serrano.
Then Major League.
Yeah.
I thought that was a Dominican guy.
Lonnie saying
One
Pedro
and two.
Serrano. Rolando saying Allstate guy. And I bet you the next person that gives us feedback will say 24. I feel like he's one of those guys where...
It's not 24 for me because I never watched that shit ever.
It's a great
But
show, though.
I mean, I understand how big the show was.
All right, well, then
Just
if I say
if you're
Kiefer
asking me what he's
Sutherland,
best
then
known
what would you
for-
say then?
Kiefer Sutherland?
Yeah. If not 24.
Some fucking 80s movie, maybe?
It was a great show.
What's the vampire movie?
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking
Lost
of, too.
Boys.
Lost Boys.
That's where I know it from.
But Cove, I think he's 68 today, by the way, and it just made me think there's probably, because when I read the birthdays on like Pop 2K or Hits 1 or something, hey, today if it's your birthday, you share that with.
It's funny, you know why?
And when I say Dennis Haysbert, my thought is,
it's funny. I'll tell you why, Rich.
Yeah,
I think the answer is the Allstate guy. You know why?
Are you in good hands?
That's him as Dennis Haysbert.
Yeah.
I didn't even fucking connect the dots that he was Pedro Serrano until like years later.
Yeah, you know, you're right. When I saw
thought
him,
that was a Dominican dude.
when I watched him on 24, I think early on it didn't click right away. Like, oh wait, yeah, Serrano. But like J.K. Simmons is the yellow M&M, right? No,
that's what I think of him as. Yeah,
it's interesting because if I name someone, I usually try to do like a, hey, if it's your birthday today, you share that with Dennis Haysbert. He's 68. You might know him from.
Ben wants his haircut now, I think.
Yeah, sorry. Is he getting away from you? Say goodbye to the hair. Everyone say goodbye to this hair. Oh, maybe I'll do behind the velvet rope and we'll go to the barber today. Look at this.
Yeah, give him a little like slick back pomp. Give him
Give him a Pat Riley.
Pat Riley, yeah.
Pat Riley.
Yeah.
Make him proud.
So, Dennis Haysbert, 68. And who else today? Wayne Brady. What do you know Wayne Brady from?
Whose line is it anyway?
Yeah.
He's 50.
50. He's only 50?
Also Chappelle Show.
Dang. That dude's only 5 years older than me?
Yeah.
Just like,
Not even.
remember how Rich used to think Prince's biggest achievement was being referenced on Chappelle Show?
Yeah.
You remember that?
No.
That? Remember when Prince died, Rich was like, you know, most people know him from Chappelle Show.
Never said that.
Yes,
Yeah, you did.
I said no.
No.
I did not say most
You said
people.
the
When you
fucking
say things out of context,
You said
it's
the pancake episode.
infuriating.
You said the pancake episode.
Yeah, you said, yeah, the blouse is fucking the pancakes. Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
pancake thing you said. That's
Yeah.
what you said.
No,
When you
you
take
really-
things out of context,
No, it wasn't
I
out of
want to punch you in the
context.
nose.
That was the context.
No, that wasn't the context.
Yes,
The context was Prince.
Hold on.
The context was Prince. Back then, when Chappelle Show was in its prime, there's a younger generation of people that didn't know or appreciate Prince's music that probably know him because he was referenced on Chappelle. Because at that moment, Chappelle Show was the hottest show on television.
I'm not engaging in this.
Okay.
It's aggravating.
That's like saying more people know Rick James for a Super Freak.
No, party all the time. Big hit for
Most younger people,
Freddie
if
Murphy.
you say, hey, what do you know Rick James from, to anyone 30-something and younger?
Super freaking
Cocaine was a hell of a drug.
If you say Rick James to
Prince
anyone,
died. Best moment. ... Super Bowl halftime. Basketball story from Chappelle Show. Another legend from our childhood gone.
This guy had hits for days.
You tweeted it.
And
or you
again, was an
posted it.
international superstar. So to say a comedy sketch,
yeah, that was how
that
he was
wasn't
known to a
even
younger
in
demo.
is what he's remembered for, is
I'm
kind
not
of
gonna rehash
insulting
this annoying
for a
moment.
musical icon.
Prince is a legend.
Rewind.
Prince is a legend. You hear me talk about it.
No, but
This
rewind
ar-
because
this argument
this is
took
what
place
he
on
made a post.
April 22nd, 2016.
I want to hear the post again.
You wrote, bummed to hear Prince died. Best moment. ... Super Bowl halftime. Basketball story from Chappelle Show. Another legend from our childhood gone.
This guy had
Best
hits
moment, yeah.
for days.
I said best, like,
but how could that even be one of his international superstar?
That guy was a fucking legend.
So to say a comedy sketch that he wasn't even in is what he's remembered for is kind of insulting for a
insulting.
musical icon.
Prince is a legend. No one could deny that.
That wasn't even the best sketch that
This
Chappelle
is
did.
once again an example of something that's not within your scope.
I know
that
Prince
you're
as well as you,
making
dummy.
TV
boy,
making
just
it
fucking-
seem like everyone feels the way you do.
Oh my God! There he is, Spot, the hugest Prince fan. I would come home sometimes and Spot would just be dressed in a purple fucking jumpsuit with a puffy shirt.
By the way, that's some of the stuff you get on Tier 1, Tier 2 Plus. New options on our Patreon if you want to upgrade for some Covino and Rich classics. We're trying to find our Val Kilmer interview.
Do I not get a high five for just whipping that out?
Yeah,
you do.
Thanks.
For all the Top Gun
I always
rage.
get a high five for whipping it out.
There you go. Was not your first or your last.
What's up, ladies?
All right, so
and gentlemen, happy Pride.
Give me one more. Is he best known for what?
All right. Is he
I feel
best
like you
known
had
for?
one more.
Okay. No, I'll just go. Let's look at who else celebrates a birthday today. Celebrity birthdays. Yesterday was June 1st. I'll give you one of those.
Uno de Junio.
Uno de Junio. Yesterday. All right, if you were to describe them, let's say you were on Hits One or like on E or something, like some mainstream pop culture thing. Not Covino and Rich, where we talk to a specific audience. Mainstream. If you're on the morning show on a pop channel, if you're on Entertainment Tonight or something like that. Hey, today's celebrating a birthday. Morgan Freeman's 85. You know him from
Shawshank Redemption.
Agreed. Hey, dummy, you asked for
Evan Almighty.
What else do you think?
Bruce
Shawshank?
Almighty.
What was the question?
Who? Morgan Freeman, best known for. Don't say Electric Company.
Morgan Freeman. To me, Bruce Almighty, yeah.
Bruce Almighty over Shawshank.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Shawshank. All right, next one.
And Shawshank Redemption.
Also celebrating a birthday, Heidi Klum turns 48.
Project Runway.
AGT.
Project Runway.
I would say supermodel and now AGT judge.
Project Runway.
Alanis Morissette.
Jagged Little Pill.
You all had Jagged Little Pill back in the day. She turns 48.
Pretty sure Jagged Little Pill was
She turned 48 yesterday?
Yeah.
Information I could have used on lithium.
First album I ever received. Well, maybe that's why you're not a full-timer.
And Amy Schumer.
Sorry to get my Alanis update.
Sorry.
Amy Schumer, 41.
Somebody
best known as?
Obnoxious.
Yeah, just being a obnoxious, raunchy girl comedian.
Today, Dennis Haysbert, 68. Dana Carvey turns 67.
Garth Algar.
Oh, I said best known for his George Bush impression.
Not Garth?
Garth Algar.
Yeah, you know, I should have said Garth.
1,000 points of light.
Garth.
Feels kind of funny.
Not gonna do it.
Zachary Quinto is 45.
From
Heroes?
From Heroes.
That's
yeah.
from really?
That's
Heroes?
all I really know.
Or no, Star Trek. Star Trek.
Oh yeah, I wasn't into those.
Yeah, but would you say Star Trek's the answer though?
No. Yes, for the masses.
He's like
yes.
Spock.
He's Spock.
Yeah, I'll give you one. Oh, let's do this tomorrow. Let's say
By the way,
tomorrow.
I can only do this with my right hand and barely with. Well, I guess I got it, but like it's so hard to do on my left hand.
Yeah, someone said, is it easy for you to touch your pointer finger and your pinky like this?
Like this?
It's easier to do with one hand than the other.
I could do it.
What, give the shocker?
All right, I'll give you a couple for tomorrow, and then we'll call it a day.
Church lady.
June 3rd, tomorrow.
Isn't that special?
Special.
Tomorrow.
Could it be Satan?
No one good tomorrow. Anderson Cooper turns 55 tomorrow.
Best known for hanging out with Andy Cohen on New Year's Eve.
Actress Ann Winters turns 28. I don't even know who that is. Yeah,
Winters?
tomorrow's a lame day for birthdays.
Ann Winters.
Chuck Barris
No, best known for being on
would
our
have
show.
been if he was alive.
He was on our show.
Who?
Chuck Barris. Is he still alive? I don't think. No, I think he passed away.
He's
fuck
the
is
host of
Chuck
the Gong
Barris?
Show. He was a sniper, remember?
Chuck Barris. All right. Well, hey, there you have it.
Chuck Barris was on the show?
Yeah. Back in the day.
Back in the day.
I gotta look this up.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
There's got to be a photo.
No, there's not a photo.
Are you serious?
No, I don't think so.
Chuck. How you spell Barris?
He was absolutely on our show. We talked about, the Gong Show, and I remember. Anyway.
Hey Spot, can you play one thing for me? Because we're never going to talk about Amber Heard again. So can you just play it while it's still there? I sent you a video of a TikTok yesterday. I think yesterday morning at 8:54. You'll see it right before yesterday's show. It's how people love to. We never talked about how people love to play off of Amber Heard, like when she emotionally was like, "My dog stepped on a bee," and everyone's been messing with that. We never mentioned that one time. My dog stepped on a bee, and then people think it's funny to like rhyme with her, and she's
Well, while Spot finds that, I want to give some shout outs because I do want to thank everybody for their. Okay, here we go.
My dog stepped on a bee. Bee.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
I want to break free. Thunder gets me.
I said, Johnny, you hit me. You just hit me. Like lots of teeth.
just people were having. I love people imitating. Like I stepped on a bee. Ugh.
Some shout outs to give. Brent Sonnier. What's up, Brent?
Hey, buddy.
Jay and Chris Rucker, hosts of the 80 Proof podcast. What's up, Chris Rucker? The All Night Mo Sucker. Roy DeLeon. What's up, Roy? Brian Wright. What's up, Brian? El Chico. What's up, El Chico?
Orale, vato.
Warren Takari. Is that how you say the last name? Warren T. What's up, Warren T? Stephanie Ivanko. What's up, Stephanie? Ivanko. Stephanie E. Bennett Garrett. Leroy Martin.
Leroy Jethro Gibbs.
El Kukui. Daniel Fitz. Franz, appreciate you guys. Everyone subscribing for June.
You're the
old
best.
School and the new school. New people, we welcome you. Thank you for being here. Please continue to share our free show we did this week. I forget, what day was that? Monday?
Tuesday. Lynn Brower wants one too.
Hey, Lynn Brower. All the Lyns. All the ladies. All the Lisas. Thank you, guys.
I got to give you one more thing because my dad, I think it annoys him when I make fun of him for this.
No, I don't think it's funny. And by the way, enjoy the fight this weekend. Enjoy your NBA Finals tonight.
Fight of the year.
Enjoy us on Fox Sports Radio Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, foxsportsradio.com. But yeah, Devin Haney, George Kambosos. It's going to be a big fight. It's going to be a good fight. Definitely going to be a battle. If you want to check that out this weekend, I'll be talking about that.
Shout out to Laura DeVenti.
Oh, Laura DeVenti?
Laura DeVenti.
All the Lauras.
You know, do you not chat her out a lot because you guys used to date?
When I go to Starbucks, I ask for caramel macchiato.
What size?
Laura DeVenti.
DeVenti. Yeah.
I asked for Laura
DeVenti.
De Grande.
De Grande. Oh, yeah. If Laura's got big cheeks or big jubbos, they're definitely DeVenti.
DeVenti.
Biggest size. Yeah, she got some venties.
She's got DeVenti.
Chase, you want her a shout out? She got one. Now we're talking about her cheeks being venti.
Yeah, she got the venties.
So, Spot, my dad does this thing, and he's gonna hate this.
Oh, I can't wait.
My dad thinks he's really good at you know who that person looks like?
Oh no.
And of all the things I love about my dad,
I think I got to take the heat off your dad. I think most people suck at it.
Oh, Covino, this guy looks like you. And most of the time it doesn't.
Have terrible facial recognition.
Once in a while is very good. Once in a while, I got to admit, I'm like, yo, that does look like me or that looks like Covino. Once in a blue moon, someone will say, yo, does this look like Dickie or what? And I'm like, yeah, it does look like me. Or once in a while, there'll be like some dude on TikTok like, yo, this looks like Covino. And I'm like, you know what? You're right, it does. But yesterday, even when people send funny things like, yo, look at Spot. I'm like, it's just a guy with a beard. Hey, look, it's Covino.
It's usually a guy
or just a Mexican guy.
It's usually a guy. I mean, I know I've been hefty, but it's usually a guy that's like 200 pounds heavier than me, and it's kind of offensive.
Hey, look, it's Rich, or just a fucking cheesy white guy smiling. It's a lot of times people are so bad with the you look like
look,
this.
It's Covino.
So you know what?
No, wait,
Again,
that's Luis Covino.
we'll take the heat off my dad.
There's always the fun rib of the people that know, but
It doesn't.
It's just to piss them off.
Well, the funny rib
But
is
most
when
people just suck at this.
the funny rib is when it doesn't look like you, but you know your buddy's joking, like yo, this is Covino, but I know it doesn't
That's
look like
different,
him.
right?
But so many people. So I guess the heat is off Greg because he's not the only one.
He's
but
not.
My dad will think every pretty blonde looks like my wife, and Sarah will be like, she looks nothing like me. Does your dad just think because she's like a thin,
she has
blonde and she's pretty, like, oh, Richie, Sarah looks
How
like.
confused was Greg when he saw Greg? I have two stories.
Yeah.
One time, Layla showed up to dinner and Layla had like dreadlocks. Right?
Sorry, what?
Greg? Yeah, we had come back from vacation or something. I don't know. Right? She had her hair braided.
But she looked like Monica on Friends.
She had her hair
Yeah.
braided.
No, she had her hair braided.
before it was cultural appropriation. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
And we were at P.F. Chang's. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And Greg was like, you could tell he was awkwardly staring at Layla, like, who's this?
Is this your new girl?
He's like,
Covino's got a Guman.
Then all of a sudden it clicked. He's like, oh, I wasn't sure you looked so different from Layla. He was so confused that because Layla didn't look like Layla with her hair like that in his mind. And then just recently, he met Jordan for the second time.
Yeah.
But Jordan had no, she was in her like pajamas.
Had no
right?
makeup on.
She had no makeup on. Or
Nice
whatever.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you. He's like, oh, I thought Covino had another girlfriend.
I swear.
She's like, oh, no, we met last time we were here. Oh, I didn't recognize without the makeup.
I swear I'd recognize those jubbos anywhere, but I don't recognize your face.
So I think a lot of people are bad at this, but my dad, the only reason I make fun of my dad is because he thinks he's so good at it. I wouldn't even have brought it up if he doesn't, he brags about
I think it's great.
He brags about his amazing face recognition. That's why I make fun of it, because if
he's not going to recognize Ben after his haircut.
if he never mentioned it,
He's not going to recognize Ben.
I'm being serious. If he never mentioned it, I would just categorize him with everyone else of like people that get it once in a while, other times don't. But the fact that he's like, no, I am known.
Is it true?
I am known for this.
Is it true he was a consultant for Apple's Face ID technology?
Bro, if there's like,
Who is this little boy?
But
It's
no.
Ben with a haircut, Greg.
I've never
Spot.
seen him.
I can't.
Spot.
Did you have a new? Did you get a new son? Who is this?
Who is this little boy you sent me
Why?
pictures of?
Spot. He's watching some Hallmark movie with Nelly. It's like some handsome Latino guy.
Did you adopt someone?
Tell me who the look up I don't know, Love at First whatever on Netflix. You tell me who that looks like. I don't know, Dad. He's like a handsome like Latino guy. You're telling me that's not Covino. And I'm like, that no, it's not Covino. And
Did you guys say I look like Lalo from Better Call Saul?
Yeah. So I just have one last one to wrap up today's show. My dad and I are huge Mets fans, and the Mets have a player who started out, and this is a great story because he's one of those guys that started out as like a backup, a fill-in, like a utility guy, and now that he's getting an opportunity, he is batting like over 300, and he's fantastic, and he is becoming slowly a fan favorite, and now like the Mets are like, yo, I want this guy to be an everyday player, and he is now seen. Luis Guillorme. Now, Guillorme on the Mets. My dad goes, Luis, Spot, I sent you the picture first. He goes, all right, Luis Guillorme on the Mets.
This guy, right?
He goes, Richie, you tell me right now, who does he look like? Hold on, I got to read the exact message from my dad because they're ready? Here we go. Hold on, Miss Greg.
Like?
Let's see.
I want to see. Pull that up, though. I want to see who he looks like.
Dad.
Luis Guillorme of the Mets. All right. So if you're not watching, you should be. But he's a Hispanic guy with a beard, like a big beard.
Oh. Hey, Mets are truly amazing. World Series bound. This offense without Jake and Max, who? Send me the Fox podcast. Will do. By the way,
search it.
Also, and I send it to him after every show. He doesn't want to search it. Every Fox show we do, as I'm leaving Fox, he's texting me like, podcast, please. I send him the link. Number one supporter. Also, you got to tell me, who does Luis Guillorme look just like?
This guy.
So I was like, all right, Luis Guillorme.
Hispanic dude.
Hispanic guy.
Wears chains.
Beard. I'm looking at the brow line. I'm looking at the nose. And
puffy ears.
I go, you know what? I think I know who he's talking about. So, Spot, show everyone the picture I sent you. This is a guy that was on the show Scandal. He was in Half Baked. Guillermo Diaz. And I'm like, oh, he's got to be, because I know my dad likes Scandal. And,
Cuban B.
And
Fuck you.
Cuban B.
Fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. I'm out.
So I said, all right, Luis Guillorme on the Mets. Yo, I think he looks sort of like Guillermo Diaz.
He does, actually.
Right? I'm like, yo, I feel like they got that same like likable smile.
Guillermo
but like,
Diaz would definitely play him in a movie.
Yeah.
I thought I nailed it. I'm like,
I think you did nail it.
I was like, fucking.
That was a good one.
Guillorme?
Because your dad watched that show, right?
My dad loves Scandal. My dad knows Guillermo Diaz
he
from
must
a
be
couple
thinking
shows.
about Guillermo Diaz.
I'm like, oh, yeah, definitely. He's probably going to be like, oh, the Hispanic guy from Scandal. The guy he's in a few movies now, Guillermo Diaz, that my dad's watched.
Good for him.
So, Guillermo Diaz, my dad goes, I'm so disappointed in you.
By the way, hold on. Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Guillermo Diaz looks more like Luis Guillorme than he does like his old self.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
He looked nothing like. People are like, that's the dude from Half Baked. It is. He was a lot thinner and he had like a totally different look about him when he was younger. Now he has a totally different look.
So I said, Dad, what's
so your dad's
Diaz?
disappointed.
What's his first name?
Guillermo Diaz.
Oh, Guillermo Diaz. I said Guillermo Diaz from Scandal. Bam! And I sent the picture. My dad writes, so disappointed, emoji thumb down.
Thumbs down.
With that beard, how do you not see Spot? And I'm like, Spot? You think Spot looks like...
got a point.
I don't know.
Do you think Spot looks like...
Well, you definitely nailed it, but I don't think Spot looks like that.
You think...
The beard is similar, but it's like it's just the beard.
Different color beard? Like, to me, it's like...
Hey, look at me in a Mets hat.
Same guy.
There he is.
It's me, Guillermo. What is
No,
his
it's
name?
Luis Guillorme.
Luis Guillorme.
Yeah, the more I see it, the more I think your dad's bright.
Wait a minute. Is that Spot or Mets infielder Luis Guillorme?
By the way, I didn't sleep well last night. That's why my eyes are so puffy.
It's, you know what it is? Like, features don't matter to some people. They just see the blonde hair or the beard.
Okay, so the eyebrows, right?
Nope.
No. All right.
Eyes.
Eyes.
No.
Not even the slightest.
Nose. Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
Beard, different color.
Completely different color. Ears.
All right, no, but go do that once again for my dad, just because maybe he'll see it now.
No, my ears are like flatter.
No, but do what my dad's looking at. Start with the eyebrows, because that was a great way to do it. Go eyebrows. You have bushier, bigger eyebrows. Look at him. All right, look.
I shaved them recently.
He's got thinner dark eyebrows.
All right, nose.
Nose. You have like a thinner, pointier nose.
I have a bigger like this way.
Yeah, you have you have a thinner nose. He has a flatter nose.
Spot has like a strong Roman nose.
Someone said that to me.
Really?
Yeah, someone said that to me. And then the beard is just like I have obviously puffier lips because I have fillers. And then
yeah. That shit's funny though, right?
It's hilarious.
The beard is just dark and-
But you know what, Dad?
I'm not saying
I love you. You're right.
your
Spot
dad-
and Luis Guillorme, same guy.
Your dad didn't recognize Jordan without makeup,
That's funny.
which I thought was hilarious.
Oh, Luis Guillorme. Just a dead ring of a Spot.
Jordan doesn't wear a lot of makeup. That's what's crazy about it. Really funny.
But when a girl that's light skinned like a Jordan or Sarah, when they don't wear any eye makeup, it's like a different person. It really is. Like if you don't,
I see Jordan 99% of the time without makeup. So like I don't,
Yeah, but I'm saying any picture she would post on social media or like any picture of you guys on a date night, she's wearing eye makeup. So when a girl with light skin doesn't wear eye makeup, it's a different look.
It's at the point
yeah,
now.
but the great indicator would be that she's there in my kitchen.
Well, yes, of course.
It's at the point now where we go out and I don't recognize her because I'm so used to seeing her in pajamas and no makeup.
That shit is
I've never
funny.
I've never seen her made up.
No knock on your dad. And your dad's a great sport, and I love his support, and he's the best. But most people suck at it. Most people.
Not me.
99% of the time.
Not me. He's known for it.
Everybody knows.
Ask my friends. Ask my people.
It's like my potty trick. I'd say it's my greatest skill.
By the way, I do think it's my greatest skill. When I'm in a supermarket, I'm like, oh, there he is. There's Dave Matthews. Oh, there he is. Fucking Kenny Rogers over here.
We've had some good
look
ones
at
out. That's a fun game.
I do that shit. Oh, you know who does it all the time? Felipe Esparza on a plane. That's one of his things.
Do you
He's on a
remember?
plane. There he is.
Do you remember doing that? Me, you, and our boy Tony Moriello.
I could do
we were
that.
we were in Vegas for Narzan's party. Like a month ago?
Yeah.
Time's flying. And do you remember walking from casino to casino when I was like, all right, from now until the time we get to the bar at the Cosmo, we all have to find our best.
Did we find anybody?
No one really that good, but like, you see someone, you're like, oh, dude, look, it's
That shit is funny. It is a fun game to play. But I feel like I'm known for
Spot,
it.
you should try to just walk through City Fields and be like, what do you mean? Why are you stopping me? Luis Guillorme.
Yes, Spot. How are you going to get
Mets
to the game
infielder?
this weekend? By the way, we'll be at Pride Month.
Look, see the hat?
Hey.
We'll be at the Pride game on Friday.
Yeah. If anyone's going to the Mets Dodgers on Friday, Covino, Rich, Spot in attendance, feel free to buy me some cotton candy and come say hi. All right, listen, we'll see you guys mañana. Actually, maybe, I don't know. What do you think?
We'll decide on social media. Follow us on Twitter. Twitter.com/Covino and Rich.
What
Everything
I should do?
Covino and Rich.
I should do a behind the scenes of Ben getting a haircut if I do that today.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do one too.
So, all right. Until tomorrow. If not, we'll see you Sunday on Fox Sports. Enjoy. Thanks for being part of the Covino and Rich Patreon fam. Until the next time, arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Goodbye.
Peace.